Hello and welcome to the channel. Welcome in. If you're new to the channel, my name is Leon. Welcome in and we'll see you soon. Okay. Okay. Let's just back that up so I have a little more space. Move that way. Okay. Just opened up this new tarot deck and this new tarot deck. But I'm like a friggin' tarot frenzy lately with buying. Like, I've been buying a lot of like spiritual stuff. I've just been in the like mood for that. But waiting on a lot of it to come in. Hi, Fly Gal. Welcome in. Now let's hope that this tarot deck right here is not like the last one. I mean, it's so thin. I'm probably like biting off more than I can chew to start with. It starts out with the Fool card. I might have to darken this up a little bit. I don't know how well you guys can see that. Hold up. We'll just do that. And I'll aim that over here. We'll see if that helps. That may help. That may make it worse. Let's take a look. I'll see you in a second. Come on, phone. Catch up. Catch up to the... I think that's... Is that worse or better? Can you see that worse or better? You let me know. Okay. I need to give myself enough time to smoke before I came out. They're taking so long at Dunkin' Donuts. Come on. They're never that slow over there at that specific one. Different people, though. Now, I got to be careful with the other one because the other ones, they will bend in. They are not waterproof. I actually like how the other ones look, I think, a little bit more. Just like the stability of the ones in my hand. Make sure you hit the like button on your way in. Thank you very much. Hello, Tracy. Hello, Margie. Debbie. Roxanne. Canadian Queen. What's up, Andrea Troy? Welcome in, everybody. And if you're coming in and you're wondering, like, why am I not blue? It's nothing personal to you. I took everybody out. All the mods, I took them out for a while. I don't know. I just felt like I needed to do that for a little bit. All right. I felt like I needed to trust what I was doing. Here we go. All right. We will go in order. I'm going to put the heat on. I'm a little cold. I'm not going to lie. We'll go in order. Aries, what you don't see coming. Here we go. Here we go. Balance. Starting out with balance. So it's either you're wanting more balance or you're not sure if it's... You want more balance. You definitely want more balance in your life. Some of you... I'm going to tell you something strange. Some of you are doing more or are going to be doing some more to get balance. Others of you, you're already there. I feel like there's a guy, Aries, that they want more stability and balance around them. Almost feels like they need to hit the bullseye. I feel like this card represents the female where she's getting it now or will be soon. If not now, will be soon kind of energy. 3 more, fellow. Let's see what you have. Change, Devil, and Temperance. Somebody's just fed up with situations being the same. Whether it's, I feel like it's the dude. I feel like it's a guy. Show me something else. Paul didn't want to go back in. I'm giving him to you. The Death card. Somebody's wanting to see change and a lot of it. And they don't want it to be unhealthy because they know that they'll just either recognize that it needs to end or not want to work with it. Kind of enter. Hold up. They're wanting to trust moving forward or knowing what's going to make sense to move forward. Get the Strength card before that as well. And it has to do with, it's almost like Aries out there, whether you're female or male. It's like what to love, who to love, how to love, when to love. Should I love? Kind of question. I feel like somebody's trying to... it's Aries. Someone's trying to learn what to do. Aries, I feel like you're trying to learn what to do. And you could be a woman or a female. Or if it makes sense for you to even be attached in a relationship. What the hell? I'm picking up the energy like the guy wants the relationship, doesn't like to admit it, and the woman doesn't care. Whatever. Trust, Magician, and the Fool. Somebody is ready to take on new beginnings or risks. That makes me feel like it could be towards an air sign or dead towards an air sign, if not an air sign in the past or water sign, but still on the verge of wanting to bring in more, like more new beginnings with that Fool card. Here we go. Show me something else for the zodiac sign of Aries. What do we got? Hello, Autumn Moonlight. First card reversed. I think it's the first one reversed. Finally. Queen of Pentacles. Why is it reversed? Why is it reversed? Queen of Pentacles, what is going on? Somebody's not trying to be upset socially about social circumstances or situations. They're not trying to, I'm done. They're not trying to be upset about this at all. They're trying to leave this in the past. And it's with the concern of love situations or the fulfillment of it. What the hell? Whether you're a woman or man, it's almost like they don't want to face the music kind of energy. That's fucking nuts. Here we go. Because they want fulfillment and happiness with love situations. They want it to be the judgment or the outcome, or to put the work towards it, or to see the communication start happening. Both communication cards from one side to the other be reciprocal. They want it to build like a motherfucker. You got Ace of Pentacles getting the fortune of everything. You've got the Three of Pentacles, and then it becoming very stable. Not wanting to feel left out in the fucking cold, or feeling like shit isn't being played fairly or balanced well. Not wanting to rehearse where they've been kind of energy. Just wanting to put work and effort into situations. Show me more. Somebody also may feel like they needed to move away from energy they couldn't trust. Aries, I feel like this is you. I feel like not too long ago, you might have felt like there was energy you couldn't trust, or energy may have felt that way towards you for some of you. There's a guy that they didn't trust. There's a guy that didn't trust somebody, or there's a woman that didn't trust a guy moving towards him. Something like that. Gave a lot of anxiety or lost hope. Fake promises. And fuck that. It made somebody think. They could have air placements. And if they don't, it could have been somebody that you dealt with an air sign. I get like a coming and going energy. They came around, they didn't come back around, or it didn't last very long. I don't feel like it stayed there. I feel like as fast as I could drink this coffee, it was gone. Ten of Swords, new beginning energy. I do feel like you're ready to start getting communication, and you want to make the decision. You're trying to get truth and clarity emotionally on which way to go with that. Or if it feels right, should I trust it? Can I trust it? Kind of energy for air. Hold up. You want to, even if you said I'm happy alone, you're full of shit. I'm going to tell you, you're full of shit. And you know that you're full of shit because it's what you want to manifest. Because you've already been doing the thing on your own for a while now. This is what your reading is telling me. And now you want that 10 of Pentacles energy, and you want the growth of it. You want the expansion. Show me more. Emotionally, you felt at a distance with moving towards situations that open up your heart or your passion or your desire, or that are playful, or that continuously put in the effort and work and growth. This is the situation I feel like Aries has dealt with for probably far too long. Made them probably a lot more determined to invest in themselves or focus on other emotional things or passions or ideas or directions. I'm done. Or directions. I felt like directions was coming. I feel like that's what it puts you towards. And some of you, it's going to make you want to travel or see places around the world. I'm getting as well. Let's keep going. It's making you not want to sit still kind of energy is what it's telling you. All right. I want to try and see what we get with the other tarot deck. Let's see what we get. All right. Hello, Aries man. Welcome in, everybody. I like the border of these. They're so shiny. Look at that. So shiny. So I'm going to be kind of like I'm going to try to dumb it down, but I know I'm going to be like crazy for like now till June 17th, because Leo is in Mars, and it started, I believe, on the 17th or 18th of April, something like that. And I'm starting to really feel it. So just bear with me on that. A good crazy. It might be a little too much for some. Here we go. These cards, I like these cards. I wasn't sure. I was like, I'm probably not going to like either one of these decks. And this deck I really like. I like how it looks. I think I'm going to be able to read it pretty good, but we'll see. Ooh, the sun card's pretty. The sun card's not too shabby. If I do that, you'll see it better, I think. How can I get it so you can see the cards without me blinding you guys? I could just do this. Bend that down a little bit. That might help a little bit. Here we go. Show me something for the zodiac sign of Aries. Okay, clarify that for Aries. Definitely wanting to put work, and it's towards either it's passion. It's wanting truth and clarity with passion, or some of you could be waiting on somebody to make a decision towards you, I almost get like the energy. Some of you could be waiting for somebody to make a decision towards you. If you started working with somebody new, definitely could be a dude. That's male energy to the left. Waiting to get truth and clarity or hear back from a situation. What? Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands, Page. Somebody wants communication. And I feel like somebody's wanting it or just willingly waiting, wondering where is it? Am I going to get it? They are pretty though, right? They are pretty. There's your communication card. Give me something for the zodiac sign of Aries. Stability and growth. Somebody's wanting stability and growth. What do you want me to see for the zodiac sign of Aries? Okay, I love when they jump like that. What is this? 7 of Wands. Somebody also may see, they may, it's crossed. This is a situation where it's crossed Aries' mind and they're trying not to be combative with their thoughts or their feelings towards, what's going on? Why is this guy, this female too busy? Are they really focused on other things? Why do I feel left out in the cold? So it probably makes both of you focus on your own growth, like wealth. Some of you, I get the energy. Wealth is important, but so is health. I'm picking up wealth and health is what you need right now. You want everything to prosper perfectly. The 10 of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles. I'm telling you, you get a win that way. In the middle of the deck, this is the King of Pentacles. It's almost like going from, like a 8 to a 10 to a Jack to a King. Jesus. It's like building momentum here. Hold on. Show me something for the zodiac sign of Aries, please. You got a whole bunch. What's the message here? Somebody's wanting to trust or be strong enough to trust themselves or accept if things don't go in their favor towards love, that it's not going to be something that they stay upset about or feel hostile about. I get I don't want to be hostile or bitter energy. Kind of like I just want to let it be what it's going to be. Very accepted energy. Because I feel like they're worried if they get stuck there, it's just going to hurt. They're going to lose their patience, and then it's going to feel toxic. So that they'll go more towards change. Why? You have this came out like in the last cards. These two together. Let's see what that's about. Clarify that for Aries. This is the change Aries wants. Aries knows this. Aries, you know this. You want the 10 of Cups. You want the 9 of Cups. So the 9 of Cups, you want to wish fulfillment. You want to be emotionally stable and happy and secure in a loving situation. And you want that offer to show up. Some of you are a male and some of you are a woman. The Knight of you have every water cup energy on the table. Even the King of Cups is here. The Queen of Cups to the King of Cups. Hold up. Give me more. I didn't pull out the King of Cups because the card that wants to show up is it'll be the right outcome. It'll make you happy. It'll be the right judgment. That's what you want. It's almost like you've accepted endings, but you want these brand new passionate beginnings is what it's showing me. And you're very, very on discovery about trying to make that happen. That celebration. You want that celebration, and it's telling me you want this. Hold on. Anything else for Aries? I'm done. This just makes me feel like because it didn't work in the past. Let me tell you something. If things didn't work out in the past, it's always better to put your foot forward into a direction and look at the moving direction. Don't look at the burdens of the situations. Don't get upset about heartbreaks and don't overthink situations because that can cause problems or cause you to go at a distance instead of moving towards something brand new. I'm telling you, here we go. Give me something for Aries, please. What's here for Aries? You might be, why is the moon in front of me? I want to see what this says. So I almost feel like you're trying to get clarity or truth through your internal feelings. Something about your internal feelings. Build yourself up. There's the King of Cups now. Emotionally be supportive and trust yourself while you do this. And I feel like you're supposed to go in that direction. This makes me feel like that is the direction you're supposed to fight for because what can it bring towards you? Absolute happiness. Ace of Cups, true love. Like a commitment that actually feels like it's worth getting together with. Get you out of this funk energy over here. Make you not feel like the 4 of Cups or this 5 of Cups energy. No. That should be behind you at this time in life. You know what I'm saying? It should be the furthest thing from your imagination, and you should have already walked away from that energy. And I feel like that's your reading. Anything else for Aries? Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords. Somebody's waiting on a message and a new beginning, or if somebody's going to step forward with them, and they're tired of having anxiety or worrying about it. That's not for everybody, but that's for some of you. Somebody's worried about it. It's worried about it. Could be an air sign, by the way. Could be an air sign. You had a lot of. I mean, I've pulled out almost every card. Air sign, fire sign for Aries is what it's showing me mostly. That's sticking out. But there we go for Aries. All right. How is everybody? Y'all hanging in there? Okay. I should have drank more coffee for Aries. That would have been way more off the chain for you if I drank more coffee, but it is what it is. Hello from the United States. Hello over to the UK. Hello. All right. Let's do this. Here we go. Taurus. What is the energy for the zodiac sign of Taurus? What don't they see coming? I wonder what you're going to get. Here we go. Taurus. Two of Cups reversed. Why? Some of you don't have any emotional attachments right now. I almost feel like some of you don't feel emotionally invested, like nobody's emotionally investing in you, or you're just not investing in anybody at this time. You're very well, damn well. It's like you know that. This does make me feel like you give me a curious energy on this card, or you want to create what's not there. Hold up. Or you want it to show up. Hold on. Oh my God. What's the next card? So it tells me you want it to build. You want something to start, but then it makes me feel like you don't feel like it's there or available. Or I don't what, like it's moved away from you, or you've moved away from it potentially. What's with the victory card? Some of you moved away from a person, whether it was a relationship or just somebody close to you that just wasn't healthy for you, or was resisting, like was very it just didn't work with you. It didn't sit well. It did not sit well. Whether this was you were with this person, whether you just know this person very well, grew up around them kind of energy, Page of Cups reversed, it just doesn't feel like it made sense. And it doesn't feel like it felt like it was something you wanted to sit with. You probably got away from it or stopped trying to be a part of it. I don't feel like you wanted to stick around kind of energy. You give me this, I can't stick around with this shit energy. Three of Swords reversed, almost like telling me it's not fucking worth it. I'm not going to let anybody get me upset. You know, whether it's my heart or mentally. What do we got here? You moved away from it. I'm done. You were like, nah, screw that shit. I can't put up with that. Whatever sign they could be. So far, could be any sign. I'm not even going to try to scratch. I'll tell you in a second. Could have been a fire sign. Could have been an earth sign. Definitely could have been a fire or earth sign. Whoever it is, maybe an air sign. Could fire, earth, or air sign potentially. Whoever it is, I don't feel like you felt like you could trust the balance. And I don't feel like you wanted to look back or put more work into a situation. It was almost like you felt like if you did, you'd be playing double jeopardy with the situation, knowing you weren't going to get anywhere with it. Knowing you had to leave it in the cold. Holy shit. So I think you looked away. I think you decided, you know what? I can't stress about it. I got to trust myself, and I got to focus on my passions, my aspirations, my hope. I also feel like you may have been thinking about how it would be nice to be with another person if you're very single. I do feel like that has been something that has been on your mind. Here we go. And that's only going to make sense to the person that doesn't have that like right now in their life. That's going to be to the very single person, woman or man, whatever's up with that. Here we go. Show me something for somebody who's not getting the offer or hasn't even hasn't come around. Something about the Knight of Swords reversed. This has not come around yet. You haven't had that excitement. You may feel that I get like that Ace of Swords makes me feel like you feel like you're at a distance with communicating or getting the communication. Some of you may have struggled with a Sagittarius or a Leo, maybe an Aries, Sagittarius, or a Leo. Feels like a Sag, whatever. Page of Swords reversed, 4 of Cups reversed, 5 of Cups, oh my God, 7 of Cups, balance. Why is the balance card upright? Why is the balance card upright? It just tells me because you weren't getting what you wanted. So either you had to look away or get away. You were either at a distance from this person or you created distance with this person. You knew you needed to do this. I want clarification on the 7 of Cups. What's up with that for Taurus? It was no stranger to your mind or your decision making on putting more work and effort towards things that were going to make sense to help you out. Not the other way around with the situation. I feel like you tried, but it didn't work. I feel like it just kept getting on your, it gives me like a gun on your nerves energy. Some got on your fucking nerves. You got sick of fighting for a situation that probably wasn't fighting for itself. Ugh. So did you stop thinking about it? Did you stop letting it upset you? I think you did. I think you started focused on your stability and said, nope, I'm not looking back. I'm not walking backwards. We're not doing that. Emotionally, what's up? It tells me emotionally you may feel at a distance with communication. And I do feel like this isn't just with that person. I feel like this is towards love. I'm going to say what I'm feeling. This feels like that is towards love. You're trying not to be upset, but you're wondering where your new beginning is. 5 of Swords. You would like a celebration, but you don't want anything from the past to try to creep in or use up something about your time, because you're over that situation and you're more focused on like being financially successful and focusing on the next love path. You definitely want to see those things spin around. You definitely want to see the growth or forward movement with that. What are you trying to? Because you know if you find it, you can trust your happiness, and you would love that investment at this time, or to see the changes of that investment show up for you. Maybe some of you, it's about finding the right guy, or being able to pull everything off that you want that isn't showing up for you all at once. Kind of energy, all at once. Look at this Ace of Pentacles, getting it all at once. And I do feel like if you just keep giving it into believing in it, you can achieve it. Don't let anything stress you out and just keep putting the work in is what I'm going to tell Taurus. We're going to the other deck for you. I didn't plan on making it that long, but I kind of like that I did. I felt like I couldn't stop at one point. I felt like I just had to keep, it was almost like don't stop. So I'm like, okay. Even if at the very end of it, I could tell, even if it was going to be hard to make sense, I didn't care. It was like, it doesn't have to. It might have, but whether it did or didn't, it was just like, don't stop. All right. Here we go. Let's see what we get for Taurus. What don't you see coming towards you, Taurus? Balance right now. Why? Why is it balance? You don't really see the situation changing yet. I don't feel like you see a situation around you changing. It tells me 2 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands reversed, Ace of Swords reversed, Knight of Wands reversed. You don't see a situation really changing or being available to like go towards play with. Some of you definitely may have had to cut out a fire sign or an air sign. Oh, fuck it. I'm going to say it. Fire sign, air sign, earth sign. Definitely could have been another earth. Why is the earth up like that? Hold up. Might have felt like another earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, was not playing fairly or giving to the relationship between the two of you correctly. It was like you were willing to, but I don't feel like, let's go to the bottom. I don't feel like they were. So let me get this right. Somebody felt like they were giving. You dealt with somebody that even if you told them the situation that went on, they would try to tell you, oh no, I was doing everything. Oh no, what are you talking about? Kind of bullshit. They're bullshit artists. The Hermit. I feel like you recognize when it came to communication, it was a decision that needed to be made to stop working or focusing on a prior investment with somebody. Feels like it was like, I can't keep looking back at a situation. Like it's not doing me any good. I just got to move on from that shit. Like, I think you became very, very aware of this. Give me 1 second, everybody. Okay. All right. Here we go. What do we got? Page of Wands. Clarify anything for the zodiac sign of Taurus. What's the message for Taurus? Oh, you got. I didn't know you got 3. Let's see what you get. A lot of you have been putting a lot of effort into your thoughts or how you're going to strategically move forward. A lot of you are really on the go with how am I moving forward? What's going to make sense? How do I do this? How do I do this and get everything I want? I just saw the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like that's your. I feel like that's what you. It's almost like you want to shake that fucking tree and watch everything, all the fruits fall out and just come easily or naturally, without. I don't want to say with minimal effort. You just want shit to start happening or showing up for you. Is the energy I'm picking up for you? That produces what? Probably happiness. Here we go. See what came flying out. You want to be able to trust not only yourself but going forward and making sure whatever you move towards fulfillment in love treats you right or makes sense emotionally, puts all the work into it. I feel like you're very on that situation right now, or feelings. I feel like you feel a lot like that. You also feel very independent right now. It's showing me with the tarot as I shuffle. I've seen the Queen and the King of Pentacles. You have a very strong independent energy that's coming through. Here we go. Page of Cups. What you would love and offer. Page of Cups. Show me something else. Show me something for the zodiac sign of Taurus. You would love an offer. And yes, you goddamn. Yes, you would. You would love to see victories, spoils of love happen. Anything else? Ooh, what do you? 2 came out at. Okay. Some of you had to clarify before I say anything. 2 of Wands to the 10. I feel like you had to create distance. It's either you had to create distance or not let things that you've already tolerated upset you anymore. Things that had already upset you, whether you cared about a situation. I feel like something upset you, whether it was the last relationship or like close family or friendships, some kind of fucked up turmoil where it makes you want to focus on being successful with career and finding love, kind of wanting both at the same time and knowing you wouldn't mind building both. There's your King of Pentacles. Feeling comfortable with everything. Hold on a second. Anything else for Taurus? 10 of Cups. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Cups. I am not surprised for you. 9 of Wands. And the Star card. And the 9 of Cups. The Knight of Cups. The Queen of Cups. And the Sun card. You're ready for emotional fulfillment and to discover where is it? Is it coming towards me? I feel like you really want it to come towards you. And this is going to make sense if you've been single for a minute. You're ready to start over. I feel like you're ready to start over. You have judgment in the world. It's almost like, what's my next best thing that's coming towards me? That's the energy you're showing, you're giving me. The Queen of Pentacles. A lot of you, if you've been very, very focused on getting what you want or work-oriented, like a lot, look at that, the 10 of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles. If that has been your high focus, or 8 of Pentacles, what you've been focused on, that has been your strength, this is probably for you. And I feel like now you're trying to become strong with getting something you haven't had, like love. Here we go. Show me anything else for Taurus. Yes or no? Some of you could have had to get away from a Capricorn, or a Virgo, or a Taurus, like yourself, or it just didn't work out well with somebody. It's telling me it didn't. No. 3 of Swords. You could have had a little bit of turmoil too with an air sign. Definitely could have had a little bit of turmoil or issues with an air sign. Wondering what they're up to, wondering almost like what they're doing, or trying not to focus on it or be stressed out because you had other things you needed to work on. Some of you, it was about business or building yourself up and not being stressed out about this air sign energy or that Capricorn, whatever. Celebrations. I feel like what you're looking forward is what hasn't been around the corner or in front of you for a while, because you have the King of Swords reversed, the 9 of Swords upright, the 8 of Swords. Clarify that. I feel like at one time you might have been upset about a relationship. The 8 of Cups makes me feel like if you were upset about a past relationship, that you've moved away from that energy. You want celebrations, but you're not seeing the communication, or seeing you're not seeing the communication. You're aware it's what you want because now you have that Queen of Swords upright, but this is the thing. It's like you want the celebrations, but it doesn't seem like it's in front of you. Something's coming towards you. Give it time. It's sometime. Hold up. It won't be an X. It will not be an X. The Lovers is reversed. The Chariot's reversed. It's not going to be somewhere you've been. Something wants to come towards you, or something's on its way towards you. It's almost as if, like, you have the Knight of Swords, the Page of Swords. Something's going to start opening up the communication. Then you have the Ten of Swords. This is the part over here. You have the Seven of Swords, Five of Wands, the King of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. That just makes me feel like that you had to fight for your own at the end of this. And before that, it's just showing me where you've been, or how you weren't getting balance, or how you couldn't trust a situation. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like some of you, more than you and that person, know about it. I keep getting the energy that whatever it is, more people than you two know about the situation. Whatever. I don't know. I don't know why I feel that way, but I'm going to tell you. All right. Okay. What do we got for Gemini? What do we got for Gemini? Welcome in, everybody. Hopefully they're making sense to you. I think some of them may be hitting home. I'm not going to get everybody's energy all at once. I'm only going to get specific things that I'm meant to get for those who are meant to get it at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not always going to be somebody's story. And a lot of people that think that way, it's like, you've got so much to learn about spiritualism, or the practice behind it, or how it really works. But you can't get mad at them. You can just see it for what it is. You know what I mean? It's just, who cares? Life's too short, in other words. All right, I'm definitely smoking a cigarette. I had to shut the heat off too. How is everybody? How y'all doing? I'm like searching for the ashtray. Like, where are you? Here we go. Gemini. What do we got for you, Gemini? That's too uneven. There we go. That's better. These cards actually haven't fallen yet, so I'm liking these better than the other deck. I might have to hide that deck on me. I don't even want to give it away. It just pissed somebody else off. That last deck I used on the last live, it drove me nuts. Here we go. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for being here and watching the videos and liking them and doing what you do. Here we go. Gemini. What you don't see coming. What does a Gemini see coming? What is the message? First one's out. Why is that the first card out? I'm not going to say nothing to you till I see more of what's going on. Ooh. Passion. Gemini doesn't see Ooh. I don't want to read you already. Like, I already put my cigarette down. I don't know if I want to read this, but I'm going to read it. I'm going to do it. So I feel like not sure if they trust either creative endeavor or the passion of a situation right now. The Empress and the Sun is reversed. It's almost like everything's become clouded. Everything's become clouded. I'm not sure. I feel like you're willing to want to manifest towards something or accept an offer. Some of you, though, there could be a past situation that needs more work, or more work needs to be done. You could feel estranged from getting the reciprocation or the conversations that you want right now. They just don't look like they're working out or have been in your favor. Look at this. That's the Ace of Pentacles reversed, not working in your favor kind of energy. Emotionally, I think you're aware that everything feels like a wreck. I feel like you're trying to build yourself out of that, put your palace back together, that 10 of Pentacles, get everything working, get it all to be stable again, because it almost feels like you don't feel like you're running towards it. It feels like everything ran at you. And at the end of the day, I feel like emotionally you want to be happy. Mentally, what's going on? You're emotionally kind of not trying to be upset or think too much. What the fuck? Three of Hearts. You're definitely upset, and you're not. It tells me either you're not sure of what to trust, or somebody doesn't trust you. Six of Pentacles. Everything feels thrown the fuck off in this reading. Whatever that's about. Everything feels kind of uncertain right now. Gemini has a very uncertain energy on them. Here we go. Clarify anything for the zodiac sign of Gemini. You could be uncertain about a career, a person, or emotionally how you feel towards a situation. Somebody could also feel left out in a situation. It makes me feel like that's why you're going to end up playing or inviting the power of changes into your life, maybe even communication. You may walk away from situations, whether they were money related or they just didn't feel like they were fitting your needs. I'm done. That might be the outcome for you. That might be the ladder you climb. Oh my God. Because I don't feel like I don't feel like you're distracted. I feel like there's been too much distraction around you, and it's just felt too much chaos. I'm getting a lot of chaos energy. Hold on. Show me something else for Gemini, please. Why is that card here? Oh, that was fast. Clarify that. Clarify that for Gemini, please. You feel unappreciated. You either feel unappreciated or almost like something doesn't feel like it's sitting right with you. You have emotionally, something's not sitting right with me, and I don't trust what to do or what to move toward. What is this? What to do or what to move towards energy. When it comes to celebrations, I feel left out in the cold. When it comes to passion or strength towards being aware of what? Of love, fulfillment. I feel like I got to put a lot of work and effort and passion towards. You may feel like everything's coming at you at once right now. Or this may have been energy that you've dealt with recently. Yeah. If that's the case, things can always get better. I'm glad I said things could always get better. And you got to identify that you won't always be stuck there. The Hangman is reversed. And it was the next card out. The Two of Wands, the guy's holding almost what looks like either the world in his hands or like a magic ball. You've got to discover that you have everything within your grasp, within your hands. Kind of like the world is your oyster. Stay on the up and up kind of energy is what I would tell you. Here we go. You're very unsure of what you want to go towards right now. You have the King of Swords and the Three of Wands. It's almost like you don't know which action, if you should dip your foot forward or push or pull back. It's like, do I go forward or do I pull back? Do I go forward or do I pull back? The Devil reversed the Fool. It's like, I don't know if I want to go towards this or if I should just be more patient with situations. Why is the Patience card on the table for Gemini in reverse? You're trying to learn how to maneuver and not be upset while you maneuver, is what it's telling me. Gemini is trying to learn how to maneuver, not let things around them, circumstances, things, places, people, situations, whether it's family, whether it's love, whether it's career, not let it all upset you. I'm telling you, not let it all upset you. I feel like that's what you're trying not to focus on the things that didn't work out. I feel like you're trying so fucking hard too. Two of Swords. I feel like you're trying to stay busy or figure out where am I going and why am I moving in this direction? Where is this new beginning bringing me? And is it going to bring the solutions I need? Three of Cups, the social, is it going to bring everything I want towards the table kind of energy? What the hell? You may be getting headaches. You may be waking up periodically throughout the night. You could be feeling a little more tired than normal because that reading just kind of sucked the fucking life out of me. Oh my God. Hold on. Here we go. You also give me like this unimpressed energy. You give me the strong, I'm unimpressed with fucking everything energy. Whatever the fuck that's about. Here we go. Oh, I think I just swallowed some sugar. Hold up. Show me something for Gemini. What don't they see coming? What doesn't Gemini see coming? What's the message for Gemini? Zodiac sign of Gemini. Clarify that. You're coming out. I'm giving it to you. Some of you don't see a love situation coming towards you, or if it makes sense to work with it or move on from it. Some of you also, what's going on with the imagination? I get like you're having a hard time figuring out the next best idea. Like, what's my next idea? Almost like it's almost like you want to know what to do next, and you feel at a distance with it. I do feel like this message is meant to tell you, yes, this is meant to tell you you'll figure it out. This is going to be for the Gemini. Look, I can't wait to show you the next fucking card. I'm going to show you early. Well, you ready for this? This is to show you you'll think about it, or you'll think through it, and you'll move towards what you need to figure out. I don't think you've broken the ice with the communication or the discovery yet. Something about this Hermit card reverse, you haven't discovered. The decision hasn't shown up for you, or you haven't shown up for it yet. You feel left out in the cold. You got to be patient. I'm telling you, nobody likes hearing that, but you got to be patient. Sometimes we don't know what we're going to do next. That's going to make us feel strong, stability, what's not going to stress us out, what's going to fucking balance out. But the work, you're going to put the work into it. You're going to start playing or investing with the idea. And here's the truth and clarity of that situation. It will do what? It will balance out for you, Gemini. It will balance out for you. I feel like you've been under the gun a lot with stress, and you're just so ready for a new beginning or an opportunity. You may feel at a distance with communication from your typical self, or like it isn't the same as it was, whether it was 2 months ago, 3 months ago, or almost from like February to now, whatever that's about, from like the end of January, early February till now. Things don't feel like they've met you with celebration or honored you correctly. Things have felt like they've kind of pushed you in a position that you didn't like. And I think you know this. And you're just trying to work your way out of that. You're not trying to focus on staying upset, but you're still trying to figure out what am I going to do to not be upset? What am I going to learn? 5 of Swords. What am I going to not be upset? You're definitely not wanting to be upset. Fuck no. Gemini doesn't want to be upset. Gemini is like, I'm not going to be upset. And I think the message I need to tell you is it's probably wise for you to think that way. And the Empress and the 10 of Pentacles, you may invest a lot in yourself at this time and for the next month or two, or your family. Yourself for now, or your family. And there you go. The Strength card. You're going to really start to do that. And don't let stresses of not knowing where you're going be the outcome that kind of cripples you. Something about don't let anything cripple you. That's going to, the more you let a situation cripple you, or you fight with worrying about where you're going instead of putting the work towards it, the more you're going to have that resistance, the more you will be tired, or you're not going to be, you're going to be like, why can't I figure out what I want, whether it's career, whether it's love? Why can't I move towards it? Now it's all reversed. Why is nothing working out? None of it's working out because it's like you can't force a situation, but you can prep yourself for that situation is what I'm feeling. Emotionally, I feel like you do feel at a distance with love and finance right now. It's what it's telling me. Gemini feels at a distance with love and finance. You also feel like that when it comes to emotions, that one day you're okay, the next day it's not so great. It's not so great, and you're just waiting for things to change. You could be tired of things not changing, or you feeling like nothing's showing up for me, or everything's getting harder instead of fucking easier kind of energy. Your message for me is don't stress. 7 of Pentacles. I want to know why the 7 of Swords is here. I don't think you're afraid to move forward at all. I just feel like you're not very sure what's going to make sense to move towards yet. What's going to balance out, or what's going to bring you everything you want. You have a lot of just take it at one kumbaya your ass, because take it one day at a time. Don't let things drain the life out of you, because at the end of the day, that's not healthy for you. Maybe that was nobody's reading, but if that's your reading, just be easy on yourself. That's my message to Gemini. Okay. Gosh. I'm kind of done. I'm glad I'm done with Gemini. That was like, whew. Some of you have high anxiety, or things just get your anxiety up, or your blood pressure up, your heart beating too fast, because I feel like I just ran a fucking marathon. Oh my God. Okay, I'm going to finish this. No, I'm just going to light another one. Fuck that. Here we go. Maybe that's your reading. Maybe that's not. We're going to keep moving on. Cancer in a second. I'll wait on that. I'll light it probably halfway through. We're not even halfway through knowing me. Here we go. What's the message for the zodiac sign of Cancer? What's the message for the zodiac sign of Cancer? What do we have for them? What do we have for Cancer? What is the message? What do we got? All right, here we go. Show me what we got. I'm going to give you both. Okay, so whatever might not have worked out, I can already tell it feels like it's talking about something didn't work out. Whatever didn't work out when it came to getting precise or direct communication, like somebody wasn't corresponding or speaking up. I don't feel like you're busy or focused on it anymore. I feel like you've let it go. I feel like you've identified you couldn't work with it or trust it. You recognized, fuck this. This is not real love, or this situation isn't, this person might have taken you for advantage emotionally. And I feel like it made you discover, I got to make a decision. A lot of you had to be with having more honor or respect for yourselves. I hope it wasn't like a court situation where they treated you like shit, because some of you, it could have been something like that. I don't think for the majority of you, that's what it was. But for some of you, maybe that's what it was. It doesn't feel that way. It feels more of you getting higher, learning towards respecting yourself for the situation you're involved in. Being strong about seeing it and letting it go. Because I almost feel like it was a situation where you started to recognize it was fucking unhealthy or toxic. You fucking damn well could have been dealing with somebody who, I just feel like somebody wasn't being honest. I get like a lack of truth with a person. And I feel like you didn't want to be up in your head or feel like you couldn't trust this situation. I feel like you didn't want to do that. But you know what? I feel like you recognized over time, I have to let this go. I have to let this go. This is not my This is not the sturdy investment for me. And I know better, the Chariot energy. You emotionally had to create as much emotional distance as you could. And it wasn't just for your own sanity. It was because I feel like you knew you deserved better. I feel like you've had other relationships that treated you better. So when this one treated you like shit, you were like, I'm not letting that happen, kind of energy. This jumped over my left wrist. I'm getting the fuck out of Dodge, kind of energy. Fuck that bullshit. You don't want to come at me correctly. I'll work on myself. I know what I can do. I'm aware of it. Two of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, Tower, Queen of Cups. It might have been a guy who did you. You could be a female and a guy did you wrong. Somebody didn't value or move towards another person. Somebody didn't value or move towards another person is what it's telling me. I get an energy where whoever this was, they could have been paying attention to too many other directions. What the fuck? They were definitely paying attention and lying about what they're doing with love or what they're investing in or who they're offering their cup to. So what did you decide to do? You decided, I'm going to manifest walking away and not be stressed out over this bullshit. You're like, I'm not going to get stressed out over this bullshit. I got so many other things that are important in my life to work towards. Some of you didn't want to trust or believe that this person would do something like that as well. It's making me feel like, until you recognized they were fucking doing it, and they could have been a fucking Scorpio or another water sign. Maybe a Gemini, maybe a Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I don't care. Somebody was being sneaky as fuck, and I don't feel like you even saw it at first. I feel like somebody was communicating and giving their cup to somebody else and pretending like they weren't doing shit. They make me feel like they were keeping you at a distance or pretending like everything was fine when really they weren't taking the time or the energy and rushing towards you like they should have been. That's what your reading is. And it made me feel like you decided to tackle things on your own for a bit of time or recognize I don't need a fucking body in my life. I can be myself or stay towards independence. Fuck you, kind of like get away from me. I thought I could trust you, but now I recognize I don't want to work with you because you a lying piece of shit kind of energy. Three of Swords, there's that cheating bitch energy. King of Cups, emotional. Somebody was getting away with murder. Not physical murder. Don't fucking come at me in the comments, or YouTube, don't come after me. It's a figure of speech. And I feel like balance is what you decided to trust with yourself. You may have told another person about it. I'm getting the energy. It could have been somebody you were close to or female, you may have been like, damn, I'm glad I got away from it. But you may have had that, I get this having that why factor. Why the fuck would you do that to me energy? Wanting to know what made them feel like they could get away with it or that was the right way to handle a situation. Some shit like that. Here we go. Damn, let's keep going. Cancer. Let's see what we got. What you don't. So I feel like it's telling me what you dealt with, what already happened. Let's see what we can get if I can get something different with the other ones. I actually didn't think I would go halfway through and not smoke for you. I actually pulled that shit off. I didn't smoke for you. So those I can definitely shuffle on the table. These I'm going to keep in my hands because I don't want to bend them the first day. No way. Here we go. Show me something for Cancer. What don't they see coming? Why is that in reverse? Why is that in reverse? Ooh, we got a bunch there. Okay. You may not see the opportunities coming towards you. Hold on. Holy shit. I don't think you may not. I don't feel like you're stuck over a situation that hurts you. I think you have clarity on a situation that duped you or treated you kind of like trash, like shit. You may not have known right away either. I'm picking up now the Wheel of Fortune and the Lovers. I feel like this is what you don't see coming towards you. The changes of love situations. Look at the next card. Building. 3 of Pentacles happening. You getting the communication. I don't think you see that coming. Give me something else. Cancer, please. What's here for Cancer? What don't they see coming towards them? Foundations and love. You might get a love offer or find somebody that's very attracted to you or wants you to work with them as much as they would work with you. Somebody, you may have this opportunity coming your, oh, fuck yeah, you might. You may get this offer. It's almost like because you were dealt a shitty stick, now you get it all. Now you get it fucking all. All these cards in love are upright. That's like never fucking happens in my readings. I'm not a love reader. It's very hard for me to read love. So when I read love, I get excited. I feel like a kid at the candy store. And it's like, I want to eat it all, kind of. Because it's like, I feel like all my readings to talk about like how fucked up the love situation was. Here we go. Okay, Ace of Cups. You had some of you. Let me just put it out there. Some of you had an ending either with a water sign, definitely a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, but you're going to get a new beginning. Some of you also, some of you in the past, I don't know who the fuck this is for, but you could have been married to a fire sign. Whatever. The Empress, what's going on with your energy? You're upright. What's going on here? Or very close to a fire sign. The Empress and the Fool. Why is the Fool reversed? So emotionally, I feel like you're at a position where you want successes in like things around you, but you also want emotional value to creep in. You give me this. I need some love to creep into my direction. I want to see that build, and I know that's what I want. I know I want ultimate balance with that. I've been here sitting on my chair just waiting for it, waiting for when is it going to be my turn again, or when is something going to develop or be put in front of me, or I'm put in front of it, is what you make me feel like. Show me something for Cancer. King of Pentacles. You've tried not to stress out about emotional things or being aware of what you had to let go of. What if you've tried to manifest towards leaving things out that emotionally were a burden or baggage? I think you've identified how to keep that behind you. Something about you knew when you had to cut off or cut away from situations, when you became aware shit wasn't working out or it was stressing you out too much, you recognized I can move away from it. I can go towards love. And that's what I want to balance out, is moving in a new direction or towards a new love interest. This is what I want to see in my life. Balance out, change, happen. Change card is next. Here we go. Clarify. Some of you weren't going to let this in for a while, but now I think you have no choice, because now I think you're being driven with passion and focus towards it. Some of you, it tells me you weren't even looking for it for a while. Whatever the fuck this is about. This tells me it wasn't on your imagination. You were so far away from it. It wasn't, there was nothing going to change. You were far away from it. And now I don't think you're there anymore. I think if you were upset, you've outgrown that. Give me this. I've strengthened up. I've accepted the losses. I'm not going to fight for situations that upset me or don't work out for me because I want to start over. And if it comes at me toxic, I can find my happiness. But I feel like my message is you got to go after it. Something about you got to start looking for it. Or accepting the communication or trusting to do this, trusting to go in the direction to communicate. Just show somebody what you have to offer on the table because they're probably going to like it, or it's going to be very playful conversation back and forth. I don't feel like it's going to stress you out. I think it's about like, do I do this or do I not do this? Do I do this? Do I grow with this? Do I make the decision or do I move away from the decision? You could be at a crossroads of making the decision or thinking about what to do or if you're going to do it. This is what I see for you, Cancer. I feel like it's up to you to pick the road that's going to make sense to you. If you're ready, do it. If you feel like, no, I'm better off keeping my curtains shut, hanging out at home, not focused on nobody, do that. Whatever makes sense, whatever floats your boat. That's my answer to you. All right? Here we go. Whew. So, Cancer, you could also be, in the next month or two, I don't know where the fuck this is coming out of me. You could watch out for how much money I feel like you're going to do something to get out, or you might go to an event or a concert, or you may have tickets, or somebody may want you to go see something with them. You may have the opportunity to go see something. I would tell you to do it. But also just something about your money. Watch out for spending too much money from now to like your birthday month. I feel like some of you could end up spending a little more, getting a little comfortable with spending money. I don't know where the fuck. I just feel that internal. Whatever. We're going to move on. Here we go. All right. Leo. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. What is the message for the zodiac sign of Cancer? Oh, sorry. We're not on you anymore. Can't give you a bonus. Yours was pretty good. Pretty long, too. Kind of like matched Gemini's energy. Gave you, I think, almost every card each deck. I don't know if I'll do that every single sign, but probably not even going to do it on Leo. Maybe one. I think I'll do that one fully for Leo. See where it goes. I don't know if I'll do this one, though. Here we go. Leo. Of course you're in your reading. Knight of Wands and Strength. A lot of you are going to start trying to figure out what makes sense, what's your strength, how to use it, how to work with it. That's going to be, you have a very playful demeanor right now. Give me something else about Leo. Came flying out quickly. Some of you are going to have to make the decision to go towards a playful demeanor. And I don't feel like, especially if you haven't tried, that's your card too. I feel like this is going to be the thing that kind of get motivated, Leo. I'm going to tell you, get motivated. Here we go. Show me something. Get motivated. Trust it too. Invest, whether it's in yourself, circumstances, situations. I feel like you got to start investing not only in yourself, but having a good time. Something about you needing to do both. You may have had a lot of things around you that were upsetting you for quite some time, and it's time to get that energy the fuck out of here. Not allow it, not be emotionally upset. Just strive for balance, because I feel like that's something that's been, feeling at a distance from you, or not shaping the heart the way it's supposed to be. You may be able to identify with that. Be creative. Clarify anything you want for Leo, please. What don't they see coming? Some of you don't see communication or work and effort towards getting what you want showing up, right? Some of you may feel like, don't give me that. I don't like this already. But I try not to read like that, but I'm going to read what it's showing me. Some of you, it's like you don't see shit working out energy. 10 of Pentacles reversed, 8 of Pentacles reversed energy, 6 of Wands reversed, balance. Everything seems like it's shit in the air. everything is shit in the air. Or if you lit up the fucking lighter, the wind would blow it out kind of energy. Ace of Pentacles. It's like nothing's working out. Whether it's something that I emotionally want to be invested in, or whether it's other situations. It's almost like shit's not working out or making you happy right now. And I feel like you can't worry about what's going on there. You can only worry about what you have to work with, or focus on the things that you can change. If you can't change shit that you would like to change, even if it's not your focus, try to focus on things that you have the power to change or the control to change. Aim to do that. Become very open-minded, very, very illuminated with your mind about that situation, because I feel like you may feel at a distance internally with knowing if you want to go towards it. You give me this, I don't know if I want to invest in a situation when it comes to world, temperance, pleasure, or social situations. You keep coming up in the reverse, like you're not sure if you want to move forward. It's like you're back and forth. Page of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, and Judgment. A lot of you are going to put a lot of work and effort and manifest things for your highest good for a while, or discover something. What are you going to discover? That you need a new beginning, or you need good. It's like you want new beginnings and you want communication. Because if at the end of the day, I get this energy where it's like, if I'm going to be stressed out, shit's not going to change. I'm not going to let it bother me. It's not showing me anything. So I'm just going to go in my own merry way. You know, maybe give that cup to myself or go out looking for that cup. The Empress is reversed. The Five of Swords. You're very like, I don't want to feel like the past. I'm not letting the past haunt me or hinder me. You give me this, I'm not letting shit hinder me energy. I'm just going to move forward. Whether it's with my own cup or let somebody else take the cup, I'm not going to be pushed. Leo's like, I'm not going to be pushed. I'm not going to. You give me this. Every time you think about a situation, if it upsets you, you may be in a phase where you're going to learn from it, or you're going to try to appreciate it, or maybe you have to look at your opinion and the other person's opinion, you know, value both emotionally what's going on. You feel at a distance with a love connection. It tells me the Two of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Eight of Cups. You don't even feel like it's alive, or it's in front of you. The Wheel of Fortune reversed, the Magician. Some of you don't want to be upset or even focus on it, or focus on love because you don't feel like it's trustworthy at this time. May have dealt with a lot of situations where you didn't know if you were coming or going or what to expect in a situation. And I feel like you're tired of fighting for love situations, especially if it's coming in with communication, like the clouds come in and they go out, you're getting it and then you're not. I feel like you're like, no, the fuck with that kind of energy. I don't know if that makes sense, but we're going to keep going. I'm doing pretty good. I didn't smoke the Leo yet. And I did give you all these cards, but that kind of went faster than I expected. So we'll do the next ones. Thanks you guys for being here. Let's go. Okay. Tell me what you don't see coming for the zodiac sign of Leo. What doesn't Leo see coming? The zodiac sign of Leo. What don't they see coming towards them? In general, love, emotions. You don't see that showing up. Not at all. That's like a fucking. It's like a fucking fairy tale to Leo right now. Leo, if you're a woman or man and you laughed right now, good, because it's like a fantasy. Like, I don't see love coming at all. There's no fucking love boat here. What else is here for Leo? Show me something for Leo. What's the message for Leo? What don't they see coming? Oh, wait till you see the cards. You don't see celebration or love. I feel like you want it, though. King of Cups. I think you really want to see that investment show up. Look at this shit. But you feel at a distance with it. It makes me feel like with this Wheel of Fortune has been on your mind. Some of you are going to have some decisions to make in the future. Some of you are going to have to weigh out what's going on, or if you're going after what? If you're going after what? Are you creating balance? Are you moving towards balance? Are you making that decision, that sacrifice? Are you trying to put the work and effort on the table? If it means that much to you, this tells me you will. You won't just sit back and do nothing, because that's what this person's doing. Because at this point, it tells me you haven't been putting the effort you have not been moving forward. Some of you have been like, I don't even care. You give me this I don't care energy. The last person or situation sucked, or it kept upsetting me energy. You give me this, it kept upsetting me energy. Might have come off like, you know what? Why is Leo going to get stressed? There's your card. Why am I going to be the magician? The Queen of Wands is you. Why am I going to let it stress me out when I know I can say the fuck with that and move on? And then I know I can trust myself or trust my decisions and not be stuck with situations that are like this. Communication in any fucking relationship is key. And I think Leo's kind of like focused on, well, if it's not fighting for me or it's taking too long, you know, why would I fight for a situation that's not showing any love? I won't. It'll be behind me. It'll be behind me, or I will get the fuck away from it energy. That's what it says so far. I'm going to pick these up. We're going to keep going for you. I just noticed an imperfection in one of the cards. Little bubble in one of them. Hasn't messed up the shuffle, but it just tells me one of these cards is going to not last that long. Shit. Here we go. Over the left wrist. Love, love, love. Why is this on the table for Leo? What's the deal? What don't they see coming? What do they need to see? What don't they see coming? What do they need to see? Show me for the zodiac sign of Leo. Women and men. You don't see love or a new beginning happening. Or it's what you may want, and it just hasn't happened yet. Something about it hasn't happened yet. This Three of Cups makes me feel like it hasn't happened, rushed towards you yet. Or you haven't gotten the communication. You haven't got it yet. You definitely haven't got this love yet. Hold on. Give me something else for Leo, please. The Emperor. You'll get truth and clarity, or you'll walk away from a situation and you won't be emotionally upset about it either. You'll become aware that, you know what? You may feel like, well, I got to put more work and effort or balance into my own life, or I'll clarify that. Some of you aren't thrilled about looking for options. What the fuck is this? Some of you aren't even thrilled about like opening up to the expansion of it. Hold on. Page of Wands, it's your card. Five of Wands, Five of Cups, Six of Cups. You come off kind of like not, I almost feel like you come off unentertained when it comes towards the opportunity of getting the emotional love or seeing something take off or build for you. That emotional connection of love, you're like, where is the celebration? Or you give me this, I've let it go. I haven't worried about the victory energy. Six of Wands reversed, the Hierophant, the Ten of Pentacles. And I don't want to worry about what I've done kind of energy. But I wouldn't mind somebody investing in me, but I need to know if I can trust it. I'm tired of being strong. I'm tired of shit turning into fucking shit. Tower, change. I can't be emotionally at a distance with this for much longer. And I don't think you can. I don't think you can. I think you're going to come out of this, or you're going to be propelled to move out of that energy. You'll be propelled to move out. You're going to move away from that energy because it ain't doing nothing for you. It ain't making you take those necessary risks. It's making you feel at a distance emotionally from getting the balance that you seek that could make you feel like the Leo that you are, where somebody's, giving you the attention, the time. What's going on? Some of you will stay invested in yourself, or you'll think about situations, but some of you are hesitant if you want a new beginning. Your message is fucking clear. You're very hesitant if you want a new beginning. I don't think you're stuck with being hurt. I feel like you just have this disconnect with knowing if you want to start again. You're in suspense on if it's worth the effort or what to trust at this time. How do I trust it? How do I move forward type energy? And it's you that's doing this, Leo. Because you don't want to be upset or deal with anything toxic or it's like, I don't want to be upset. I don't want to be stressed out. I just want things to matter. You come off the board at the table like it's got to fucking matter or make sense. Yeah. What's the easiest way? Any Leos watching, what's the easiest ways to lose a Leo? I'm going to give you a subtle hint. A very subtle hint. Make them think they don't fucking matter. They will not waste their fucking time. They won't, they may not even tell you. They don't care. They're like, no, fuck that. Leos wear the love on their heart, and they need communication to be reciprocated. If they're not getting it, Leos will get truth and clarity, and they'll fucking move away. They'll find that communication. Leos aren't dumb. Not that any zodiac sign's stupid, but they're not going to let shit unfold to problematic energy and not try to work out of it or find something that's going to be worth manifesting. I'm telling you, if there's energy, and I feel like you kind of feel like you went in your shell. Give me this. I went in my shell, or I'm not trusting moving towards love at this time. Energy. Why? You're at a distance with it, it tells me. Emotionally, it's upset you too much. You've been back and forth with if you want to move forward or if if it makes sense to invest in. This is what it tells me. Maybe this isn't your energy. Maybe this is your energy. I feel like you will have some options ahead of you. Go to the bottom. You will have some options ahead of you is what it tells me, no matter what you decide. Whether you decide to sit back and do nothing or you decide to do something. I just don't think you found them yet. I get this strong. I haven't found the connection yet. Here we go. I saw what that was. It was upright 8 of swords, I think. Yeah, 8 of swords. What's up with that? You just make me feel like you're unsure of what to move forward towards. What am I going to move forward towards? That makes sense. What decision do I have to make that's going to provide balance? That's not going to provide struggle. Because at the end of the day, all I want is fucking 3 balance cards. I want balance. I'm ready for the renewal. You come off like I know how to take care of myself, but emotionally, sometimes I feel at a distance with what? With playing or my thoughts or moving forward or letting go maybe or putting work and effort to moving towards something else. And I feel like you're not going to sit in that energy. Not for much longer. I think you're going to start working your way back into like that Leo energy where it's like, nope, I know what I got to work on, or I know what I'm going to work towards. Anything else for Leo? I never give you the long one, so I decided to give you the long one. Some of you, it's about moving towards a direction that you either trust or that you're aware of, not letting the past upset you and having that new beginning. Kind of taking the reins to move forward. Some of you, whether it's in a brand new love situation or honoring yourself and not letting things upset you. I don't feel like you're going to sit in energy like that. Leo, you're not, because you're aware you're not supposed to sit in this fucking energy. Look at this. The Hermit, the Queen of Wands, you know that you got to move out of that energy, and you know you can trust that fucking energy. We're done. Put a fork in me. I loved your reading, by the way. Your reading was like, get the fuck out. Like, your reading was like, yo, shut up, Leon. Like, god damn, your reading was like, felt like fucking Thor gave me his hammer for a minute. Holy shit. Towards the end, especially. I loved it. All right. I don't typically fall in love with Leo's readings. It's usually like Capricorn's got a good reading. Sometimes Libra does. Fuck. I don't know. There's certain ones I know. Scorpio's had fire readings for a while. I don't know what that's going to be. On to Virgo. Here we go. Virgo. Here we go. I'm going to drink more coffee for Virgo. Hell yeah. Virgo. Oh, here we go. What don't they see coming? Virgo energy, please, and thank you. Let's see what we get for you. Virgo. What doesn't Virgo see coming? Some of you may not see. Don't second guess your thinking. If you've had a hard time with thinking you're going to materialize a goal, or you've been working hard, strategically hard on something, whether it's been making you tired and you've been getting it, or you've been struggling to get it, keep working with it. Something about just don't stop. Stay fascinated by it. Let's keep going. Virgo. Some of you had to cut a bitch out completely. You could not communicate with somebody. Could have been a fire or an air sign. Let's talk about it. That love situation sucked. You had to move away from it. Had to move. It definitely could have been a fire or air sign that you're like, get the fuck out of here. Only other sign I'm feeling is water. Water. Winter, chicken dinner kind of energy. Fuck that shit. You didn't trust them. And I feel like you knew you couldn't trust. I feel like they showed you that you couldn't trust them. And I feel like it just propelled you to work with more balance, not be emotionally upset. Somebody also may have treated you emotionally immaturely. They gave me like somebody was an immature douchebag towards you. Not all of you, but some of you dealt with that bullshit. It's probably why they and you no longer put the work and effort in. Like you're about pursuing happiness, and you give me a happiness energy on this card. Happiness and take momentum, drive risks, self-fulfillment, self-building. And hold on. 5 of Cups. You definitely could have had a water sign, fire sign, or air sign upset you, or make you not know if you were coming or going, make you wonder what the fuck was going on. And I feel like you felt too mature for it, so you said goodbye. Some of you, when it comes to love, you haven't really looked at the direction or worried about the happiness. I feel like you've put more strength and trust and effort or triumph in yourself, and you're not letting things get you mentally blocked or upset. You're very work-oriented. You may have had some blocks with work or some stumbles. Emotionally, what's going on? You may have felt like there's not much in front of me that I'm attracted to. You give me this, I'm unattracted right now to situations. Or you just haven't moved forward because the last person, if you still deal with them, you don't want to deal with you don't want them to bring their problems towards the situation that you move towards. That's not going to be everybody's, but that's somebody's out there. What the hell? Could have been a court bullshit situation, or there could be the father of a child. Fuck, what the fuck? Whatever it is, you wanted to get away from it. You wanted to get away from it, and it's telling me you wanted to get away from it. You wanted to put more promise into yourself, your worth, kind of nobly. You had to leave this out in the cold. You couldn't communicate. It had to become your past. Emotionally, you didn't even want to express how they made you feel or what they did. I think you kind of were aware of it, and they were too. Some of you are could be on the fence of exploring what's going to work or what's going to bring in happiness. Why? Clarify that. I need clarification on those two. What is that all about? Some of you aren't really worried about a man bringing in your fulfillment right now. Not at all. Something about it's almost like you want to be your own boss, or you don't want anybody to be the boss of you. And you know that. You put a fucking halt to that. I don't think you have the patience for that, or would invest in something like that. It would have to show you a promise that's not going to stress you out or make you feel like you shouldn't have ever connected with it. Virgo, feel extremely confident in manifesting things or moving in a direction alone. You give me, I don't need a fucking anybody, and I've let that go. If things are meant to change or balance out, then maybe I'll play with it. But right now, I'm going to invest in me, and I'm not going to be stressed out about my decision. Like, you have a very confident energy around you. Fuck, maybe you're a Virgo, Leo cusp. I don't think you have to be. You could be a Virgo, Libra cusp. You just have a very strong mentality of not giving a damn. You fucking made me feel like I belong, like I should have like I was still reading Leo, like that not giving a damn energy. But it definitely wasn't reading Leo. Maybe you got Leo fucking moon or some shit. I don't know. Or rise, whatever. Here we go. Let's keep rolling. Virgo's very like, it's just like, okay. They're just like, okay. And you don't feel careless or unthoughtful about it, like moving towards a direction. You just come off extremely unintrigued. You don't come off resentful at all to me. You just don't. You give me this energy where you have this, I don't worry about it energy. I can't fucking totally tell you why, but you just give me, I don't worry about it energy. Strength card is reversed. Maybe you don't worry about a Leo or an air sign. Definitely a Leo or an air sign, or somebody that broke your heart. Could have been another Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo that upset you. Whoever it is, there's no communication or very, very little communication. You got tired of the stress. I feel like emotionally, you felt at a distance when it came to wanting to put the work in or effort. You thought about this. You might have felt like they were being foolish towards you. This is why it needed to stop, or it wasn't worth the effort. It's almost like somebody threw a monkey wrench in the program. So you had to kind of let it die or let it end, because it wasn't giving you fair balance. Not at all. Not at all. Emotionally, I don't think it was something that you wanted to continue to let it up, trample on you or step on you. You're like, fuck that shit. It's too much. So you probably said, I got to make a decision and I'm not going to move towards this. I'm not going to be upset about this anymore. I'm not even going to look at offers right now. I'm going to invest in me or see what investment is going to make sense to me. The next person, whatever this is, I feel like he's trying to tell me something about the last person. The last person I'm going to tell you, the last person, I feel like they didn't tell you or show you everything about them until it was too late. Something with those two. But this part, I feel like the next person with those attached to it, I feel like the next person is going to be they're going to be very attracted to you or find you. I almost like they want to know if you're single because they're looking at you. It's making them smile or happy kind of energy. Hold up. Show me something. I want to see what these two are because they flip so fast. They may like your independence, your drive, your initiative. Something about you. They may like how smart you are. Give me something else for Virgo. Jesus, they're going to want to put work with you. Somebody's going to want to work with you. What's with this card? Your ex, if you have to deal with your ex, I'm just going to put this out there. Like a parental figure or a person, whatever the fuck this is. If you have to deal with an ex, they're not going to like it. They won't like that you're happy or that somebody else is fond of you. They are not going to be happy about that shit. They may not tell you this. That makes me feel like they don't tell you, but you'll I feel like you'll know. Hold on. You'll fucking know. You ready? You'll know. Oh my God, well, you better trust that shit. You better trust what you see, what you smell, what you take. You're going to be smelling that shit a mile away type energy. Fuck that. Knew it was going to be the Chariot. And whatever sign they could have been, they're not going to be happy seeing you get what you deserve. I don't know why they would be that way. It's almost like it stresses them out. You'll be very aware of it. They won't be able to lie or hide this shit from you. They won't be able to. Ace of Cups. This is most likely a woman. King of Cups, King, Ace of Cups is reversed, Emperor is reversed, King of Cups. A man's going to be pissed off or emotionally at a distance or not want to see you get the love you deserve. The fucking happiness. I don't know who that's for, but there's somebody out there that it's going to be hard for them to swallow it. Why? Because they're unhappy. It's as simple as that, because they're unhappy. They're definitely unhappy. Things didn't work out. They wanted to manifest something. You guys stopped communicating or communicate very little. They may have tried to communicate, but it always ends with arguments or disputes or issues, or one person gets aggravated with the other, like kind of quickly, because it's like, no, you don't listen kind of energy. Maybe you're fucking dealt with an air. I don't know. Air sign, water sign, fire sign. I don't care what sign at this point. All I see is this makes me feel like they're going to be down pouting about your situation. They shouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't be like that. I mean, I get if somebody's upset that you've moved out of a situation, whether they dumped you, you dumped them, but they should never be stuck in a situation where they don't want to see you be happy, no matter how fucking hard that is for them. If they really care about you in the right manner, they would want to see you happy. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? That's just me being me. Like if it ain't with me, I hope she finds somebody better than me. Kind of. If that's the type of person people should be trying to focus and find. You know, wish them well and hope that they find somebody that's going to be the equivalent of you or fucking better than you. And don't focus on it or upset yourself. Learn from it, if anything. That's how I view it. Not everybody's going to agree with what I say, but you don't have to. It's my fucking opinion. All right, here we go. I have no idea, Jack. I read your comment. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever been with a Virgo. But Jesus, I read the whole card. Maybe. And it's funny you said that because I was listening to like Little John and like Nelly earlier. Came on the radio and shit. And I'm jamming in the car, like driving, like, what's happening tonight? Underlay, mama, uh-oh. I actually got videos. I was going to post them on Instagram. I don't fucking know if I'll do that. I might. Here we go. Libra. What do we got for Libra? Libra. I hope you're ready, Libra. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. I'm going to read Libra's energy in a second and see what we get. Okay. What's the message for Libra? Oh, fuck, that was quick. Celebrations and passion. What in the fuck? Some of you, what's going on? What's going on? You better trust something's coming towards you or you're moving towards something pretty fucking quick here. I feel like something's coming towards you or you're moving towards something pretty fucking quick. And I feel like you don't even know about it yet. Maybe it's already started and I'm I'm off track. Maybe I fell off the fucking rails of the train track. Something wants to balance out for you. And it looks like high hopes in committed energy. But it looks like that you're going in that direction. It's heading towards you and you better trust the fuck out of that. Hold on. I did not expect that. Here we go. Show me more for Libra, please. You may have had a lot of conflicts in the past or emotional decision making towards investing. Something about, and there's the past card. I didn't know that was there. You might have had some issues with those new beginnings. I don't think you're going to have that problem much longer because someone's going to start talking your ass. Holy shit. I do feel like this is going to make sense to the Libra that has not been in connection or building a connection. I don't even know. Let's see where we go with this. I don't want to, I just got to shuffle. See what it says. You've been investing a lot in yourself. A lot of you have been investing in yourself. Some of you have been trying to save money or make sure you have enough money. You kind of put your happiness or the emotional balance at a hold. You kind of like I said, the F with it. I feel like you went more towards work, being focused on talents or skill sets of yours. That's been your motive, your prerogative, whatever. That's what it's telling me. Here we go. Show me something for Libra, what they don't see coming. Emotional what? Love. Some of you don't see the next person coming. Whether it's a man, a woman, some of you are unaware of the next option of love coming towards you. You don't know about this. Something's moving. I'm done. Something's moving towards you. You may not be aware. Why is this reversed? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to communicate with somebody if they come towards you or if they want to invest in you emotionally. Do not be afraid. Don't be afraid. Unless you're still stuck in the past, don't be. It just makes me feel like you haven't put the effort or the abundant energy in a love situation. It feels like you've kind of you've spilled the cups over kind of energy. I've knocked them over. I haven't paid any mind to them because emotionally, you might have been emotionally tired of it, walked away from it. And now it's time to start fucking rushing in that direction and let that be the judgment, baby. Let it be your judgment. I'm telling you, the only person you're going to take away from you is you. If you don't take the risks or go after the fulfillment, you'll be the one at the dead end wishing that you could have gotten that emotional support, but kept yourself stuck because emotionally you weren't expecting it and you didn't go for the balance of it. Go for the balance of it. If it wants you and you think you want it, go after it. Now, if you're still nervous about this, it's up to you to come to the crossroads or decision. Is it something I should go after? Is this the right change for me? Only you will know your circumstance. Here we go. I feel like the answer is you should go after. This makes me feel like it's trying to tell you to the tarot. The answer is yes. You should embrace the changes. The changes may give you that emotional fulfillment that you've been looking for. Hold up. Anything else for Libra? Anything else for Libra? You start. Page of Swords. You need to start the communication. It's got to start somewhere. Show me something else for Libra, please. Why is that here? You haven't been speaking to somebody or working with anybody socially or going out even, it's telling me. You've put all the investments down. It's time to put the stability back in order, baby, because it can land at your feet or you can land at its feet. You just got to discover that it's worth the new beginning. This is what's up, Libra. You've held back on situations and you're not supposed to anymore. You're not supposed to anymore. You're supposed to move towards them or embrace the opportunity that you could have in front of you. I'm done. I'm not fucking your shit up. We're going to the next cards. I feel like if I keep going, I'm going to say some fucked up shit. And I'm going to trust to go to the other cards. I said, no, everybody's getting all of them. I don't think you needed all of them. Your reader's like, yeah, get ready. You know, so it doesn't even look shaky. It looks interesting. It looks fun. It looks like something that's been missing in your life for a while. That's how I felt when I read your reading. Okay. Let's see what happens with the other tarot. I have no clue what it's going to do now or say, but I'm ready for it. Let's do it. Libra. What don't they see coming towards them? What doesn't Libra see coming? What don't they see coming towards you? I'm not going to let it. You got to either really want to fly out or jump. Clarify that. Clarify why that came out so like that. An investment that could lead to happiness. And it's probably a guy. It is a good, for a lot of you, it's a relationship. It's a fucking relationship. Hold on. So where we go. Show me what Libra needs to see. Clarify what they need to see about whatever right now. Show me the message for Libra. What is the message for Libra? Why are those two in reverse? So you have the opportunity to be happy. Things haven't kind of moved in that direction. You haven't been stressed about it, but you've been resisting taking on the opportunity to go forward. You've thought about it, but you haven't jumped. It's almost like you won't take the leap. Hold on, clarify the Fool card. Clarify the Fool card for Libra. Oh, you better. You fucking better, man. Like it could be. I'm gonna tell you, it could be with a fucking another earth sign. It could be with an air sign. It tells me earth sign, air sign, water sign could be the next thing. And I'm gonna tell you, prominent energy could be Capricorn. Capricorn kept trying to get out of the deck, but I was like, it's got to jump. It tried twice. Ace of Cups, maybe a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I'm not sure. Maybe a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Now you got Aquarius. You got another Libra. Libra looks like you dropped, or they dropped you. Some of you don't trust a water sign. Temperance. For some of you fell out of love with either a water sign or an air sign, whatever. Six of Wands. You could have felt like a Leo wasn't fighting for your attention, or a fire sign. I feel like you have truth and clarity with what you need to do moving forward. I feel like a lot of you are getting truth and clarity of what I need to do with moving forward. It's almost like I need to take action because emotionally I've been sitting under the tree and I haven't been taking the love offers or going after the opportunity. I've been walking away from them. I haven't been meeting things halfway towards love situations. I haven't focused on the cups. And I think now is the time you're supposed to trust focusing on those cups. Hold on. Because it's almost like it's your turn. It's your turn to make the effort or go towards it. Here we go. Anything else for Libra, please? Show me something for Libra. It's got to jump. You got a couple that jumped. And this one tried to jump. So a lot of you, it's almost like I know I haven't done it. I feel like your message is do it. I love when I get to do it. Do it. Take the, go after something. 10 of Pentacles, change, and emotional fulfillment. I don't feel like it's not that you're not ready. I feel like you just have resisted doing this. Show me something for Libra. Put the work into it. Put the work in. What is this? And don't lie about knowing that you've been holding back from fighting for it or going towards it. You know you haven't. The moon's reversed. You haven't had the communication. You haven't emotionally opened up, and you know that you need to trust that, no, I haven't done it. Here you are. You know you need to invest in an area in life that you've kind of let go of. That's what it tells me. You've kind of emotionally dropped the ball with communication or exploring options. You know, you've kept yourself kind of like away from it, and I don't think you were supposed to stay away for too long, because I feel like emotionally it doesn't say you're upset, it just says you haven't really rushed towards bringing anybody around or going around working with anybody. And now you're going to discover that it's time to go after balance. It doesn't say you're nervous about that. So it says, if anything, you're not nervous about. It's like you're not nervous about going after going after a situation. Like mentally, you're not upset. You just haven't explored your options. And it's like the stability is with you starting it. You know, deliver the process all over again. Believe in it. Believe it. I feel almost, I don't know if it's like I don't believe in the other person, or I don't believe in if I want to achieve it. It's something. Let's clarify. What is this? I want to do a little more for you. I want to get more out of this. And here's your card. As I'm trying to put them away. There you are. But what is this about Libra that I need to see? Show me something for Libra, specifically about what I was just talking about for Libra. What do I need to see for this? What is the message? You got to put work towards this, because I feel like you haven't been doing it. It's time. Your message is fucking time to do. Stop looking at and knowing what you haven't worked towards. You know you haven't put the communication in or made effort towards love. It's time to get out of that and go towards, look at this, live. It's time to put that work into it. It's time to feel confident within what you can achieve. Go to the bottom. Emotionally, you just come off like you've been very, there you are, very what? You've given it thought. You've wanted to take the risks. You know you should, but you don't move forward. And all you're doing is slowing down your own happiness. It's time to fight for that balance. I'm telling you, make the decision. You know, even if you weren't doing it in the past, it doesn't mean you can't balance that out now. Even though you didn't move towards it, maybe now it's time to move towards it, because it may just want to play or correspond to you. I feel like it does. And like I fucking said, it could definitely be a Capricorn. Could be a fucking Capricorn that you align with. Maybe a Scorpio. You may have had to get over a water sign, air sign, or fire sign. You may be going towards an earth sign. Definitely could be going towards an earth sign. Show me. You don't trust an air sign. What's the other sign they could be moving towards? What is it? I want to see which ones are upright the most. Earth has been winning. Earth is winning. You could end up with another earth sign. And if it's not an earth sign, water or air sign? More of a water than an air sign. Whatever. That's what I'm seeing for Libra. Might be on the outs with the air sign. Yeah, I get the energy. Things were looking up or looking good until they weren't with the air sign. Whatever. Here we go. Okay. Scorpio. Here we go. Welcome in. Hope you guys are all enjoying the content. Oh, Scorpio. King of Pentacles fell out for you. What don't you see coming? What doesn't Scorpio see coming? What doesn't Scorpio see coming? Jeez, that was crazy quick. expansion. I feel like you've been putting a lot of hard work and effort into shit that you enjoy. And I feel like you're aware and you know that that's what you, it's almost like don't let anything sidetrack you, especially with your feelings of trust. Clarify anything that Scorpio needs to see, please, right now. Anything that tries to come at you emotionally that you don't think you can invest in, you'll be unbothered. You come off, I'll be fucking unbothered. If it tries to play with me, I'll look away from it. I'm not going to trust a situation that I don't think's ready for change or going to open its heart or show me true love and support. It's almost like I don't want to fight with shit that tries to act like it's coming at me balanced or correctly, when really at the end of the day, I don't fucking trust it, or I know I can't trust it. Scorpios like got their fucking antennas up, their spiritual awareness up. They're not fucking around type energy. It's almost like Scorpio's taking people to school. You are taking people to school, and you're not letting nobody get you stuck, whether it's a love situation or being patient or at a distance from something you want to manifest. You're very, very, you have a high drive right now for focus and for success. Like success has been a big key to you. Look at that. 2 shuffles, Ace of Pentacles. It's been your go-to. Clarify this. Some of you will get success. Some of you will fall in love. Some of you are going to get success. And while you get the success, you'll find somebody that loves you, that you love. Show me more for Scorpio, please. I don't feel like you're stressed out about worrying about it. Some of you, if it feels like, oh, yeah, right, or it's like, I don't see that coming, I'll give it time. Give it time. Because Truth and Clarity is saying there's something that's going to be coming towards you or that you're going to go towards, start working with. And that feels outside of your work, like you being a workhorse or focused on something. Show me more for Scorpio, please. What don't they see coming? What is the message for Scorpio? Some of you don't see things taking off like you had it expected. Hold on. Some of you got away from situations that didn't take off or work with you. Whatever didn't work with you, it's behind you. You've allowed to say goodbye, good riddance. I'll go somewhere else, or I'll put work and effort where it's needed. And if you struggled with the work that was what was needed, that's important to you, focus on it. I feel like you need to stay on that high focus with that situation. That's the motive or drive that makes sense to me. Even if it doesn't feel like it's coming around full circle yet. Others of you may have felt like one of your previous relationships, whether it was the last one or the one before, where the person was trying to coax you into believing that they emotionally loved you, but I don't think they were emotionally healed. I'm just going to be honest. Somebody was all up in your shit, but I think they still needed a lot more emotional healing. I just feel that way. And I feel like it made you go in a different direction completely. Some of you had to leave a man behind. Couldn't be upset about the situation, just had to build your fortune. Not like I just said, couldn't be stressed about it, not work with the situation, just say goodbye to it and put time and effort into your shit. Let bygones be bygones and not stress about what you want to create or your independent energy. While showing fulfillment and love maybe to others or to yourself, showing how strong you are, taking that action, fighting for balance for yourself, not wanting to feel left behind at the same time. Wow. And I feel like just trust. Something makes me feel like the 5 of Swords reversed is you need to trust your victories that you're fighting for the zodiac sign of Scorpio. Just trust and keep building. Keep building, because guess what? If you keep building, you'll end up with what? The victories you're looking for, the emotional support connection. You'll be happy that you didn't give up, that you didn't let something become too much. As far as love goes, you may not trust love. You may not trust a fire sign, water sign, earth sign, whatever. There could be an ex that you don't trust, a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, whatever. Here we go. Welcome, everybody. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. I'm so glad that these cards don't jump all over the place compared to the previous reading. It was horrible. All right. Here we go. Somebody's not working with somebody because they don't trust the investment. Scorpio, it tells me you're not putting work or emotional connection to somebody because you learned that you couldn't find happiness or trust something about I can't trust the investment or this person's emotions, or if it didn't feel right. If you tried to look at it more than once, you identified I can't work with it. You knew I gotta look away. I'm not gonna get stuck here. I'm not gonna stress out about things that don't work out. Nine of Cups reversed, Six of Cups, and the Lovers. You identified with a situation that wasn't going to ever show you that you could trust being with it. It could have told you, I want to marry you. And you would have known it. You would have been like, get that cup of bullshit out of here. You would have known because you would have been able to trust you. Look at the marry card. You would have known that if it said, I want to marry you, I want to fight for you, that it was fucking lying. Oh, shit. Tell me I can't fucking read the tarot when I need to read the tarot. So what did you decide? I'm moving away from this. I feel like they wanted to move back towards you, or you may have had to deal with them. I feel like it might have caused a little anxiety, or you didn't want to play with them or deal with them because they came off like a devil in sheep's clothing, something like that. You have like a lesson learned energy, plus a I know better energy, temperance, strength, Four of Cups reversed, and change. You didn't want to be corrupted by a person who wasn't emotionally ready for you or for anybody. You were more focused on putting your guns or focused on what's important to you. You weren't going to let somebody who's like this take you down with them. Fuck that. You were like, why would I do that? Why would I get upset when emotionally I'm not in that energy? Hold on. You cut them out and you put more work and effort to yourself because you could see that your victories were going to be the spoils of your emotional well-being, happiness, everything. And you weren't afraid to take action. I like that. That's fucking awesome. Because you knew you could manifest something better, or you will manifest something beautiful in time. And that's real love. That's a love connection that's ready for you. You may have some options that you'll have to decide with pretty soon here too, some of you. If you're willing to communicate, what's going to happen? You've got the King of Swords and Judgment and trusting it, the Hermit reversed. If you're willing to communicate, Two of Swords, Hierophant. Ooh, I don't know. You kind of come off like, I don't know if I want to give anybody a shot right now. Wait, why? Some of you, tells me some of you would be open to the idea of moving forward emotionally while others of you don't want to. Some of you don't trust the balance yet, while others of you are passionate or have thought about going towards an investment, but still kind of emotionally back and forth on if it's worth the risk. Some of you it will be worth the risk, but some of you are holding back from moving towards the opportunity. I don't really know why it's telling me like this. And I feel like don't let the past or things you've dealt with spoil where you can start over again or begin. Just discover what you should be doing, especially if it's going to produce passion, happiness, not be problematic with the 10 of Wands in reverse, not leave you out in the cold, and not stress you out. If it's going to produce passion, excitement, go after it. But you're going to have to be willing and ready for that too. That all depends on where you are today, going forward into tomorrow. Okay. That's strange. So I'm picking up like some of you are like all about like starting and having fun or being like inviting the energy to come towards you, like more than platonically. While others of you just are like, whatever, it doesn't matter to me. Like I've got other important shit. Like I don't have time for it, or I don't even. It's the furthest thing from my mind type of energy. Like, give me something else for Scorpio. Some of you are going to be aware that you should trust. What does Scorpio need to trust? What does Scorpio need to trust? The passions that they want to create. That's what you got to be aware of. That some of you, it's towards love. Some of you, it's towards what? Not being upset about anything that you've been through, being stuck with things that didn't work out, being emotionally ready to either build or find the investment that's going to bring everything towards you. 10 of Pentacles, a lot of happiness. It's a matter of if you're willing to put the work in it or accept the offer. Will you take that person's coin? Will you keep it at a distance? Are you willing to work with it? Are you willing to take the risks? Are you willing to start over again? Some of you may need to hear that because some of you are hesitant with going towards it or feel like it's just going to be too many issues and you have other things that are of concern or run your mind. When really, at the end of the day, I feel like I've said this to another sign. Don't let old situations deter you from the stability that's deserving of you or the investment that's meant for you. That's going to be important for Scorpio. For some of you Scorpios, maybe not all of you. God damn. Finally, I dropped the cards that don't even freaking, that aren't even slippery. Eventually had to drop something, right? All right. I did like your reading. I think typically it's my favorite. I think there were other ones that still took the cake on you a little bit. It was good. It was good because it makes me feel like Scorpio's going to have some decisions to make. Whether they focus triumphantly on their own, or whether they open up towards opening up that door, that path towards love again, discovering that it's time to go towards love again, open their heart, move towards it kind of energy. Okay, we're going to do Sagittarius in a second. Here we go. Okay, let's go. Sagittarius. For Sagittarius. Give me a second. All right. What don't you see coming towards you? What doesn't Scorpio, Sagittarius. What doesn't Sagittarius see coming towards them? Sagittarius. What don't they see coming towards them? Sag. Here we go. Some of you, it's a love. It's a partnership. Definitely. Clarify that. A love situation potential. Hold on. Why is that here? What don't they see coming towards them? A new beginning. It's a fucking new beginning. Some of you don't see a new beginning that's going to spark in your life. Some of you, I could throw it like a baseball and it would go right over your head and you didn't even know somebody threw a baseball like over your head like 4 feet. Kind of. I don't even like baseball like that. But 2 of Cups, the death card. Show me something for Sagittarius. What is the message? Something's going to want to come towards you or work with you, or you're going to want to move towards somebody. Why is this reversed? Why is that reversed? Hold on. Why is that reversed for almost a Scorpio, Sagittarius? Maybe it is a Scorpio or water sign. Those are the first 2 cards out upright. Don't be resistant to the opportunity. Something about you may be resistant to the opportunity that wants to work with you. Or you may not recognize it. Hold up. What? Why do I feel like you see it? Here we go. You don't see happiness. I feel like you don't see this turning out in your favor. Clarify why. Why don't they see this coming towards them? Because you're not looking at it or for a victory towards it. It's almost like you want to manifest victories or move towards solutions, but you're not like stuck on investing in things that make like love. You're not stuck on investing in love or looking at love. Something about you might get like side blinded by a love offer, or there might be an opportunity that surprises you. It's communication. There could be communication. Something's going to show up for you. Yes or no? let's see what jumps. I'll tell you whatever it is, whether it agrees with me or disagrees. See what it is. New beginning, but it could be a no. Or an ending with an air sign. You could have had an ending with an air sign, fire sign. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You could have a new beginning with a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. In between that is the 10 of Pentacles. Whatever it is, it looks very driven with passion and building. I don't feel like you'll feel like it's going to stress you out. I feel like it's going to want to work with you or learn how to get to know you and provide balance. I don't think you've come across this direction or this person yet. It's not somebody that you've dealt with. It is not somebody that you've dealt with. If anybody it's not a past person. The 8 of Swords reversed, the 3 of Cups reversed, the Ace of Swords reversed. Let me tell you something. If you dealt with an air sign, water sign from the past, it's not that person. It's a brand new beginning with somebody that I do feel like will, over time, bring happiness. Something about if you invest in it. Hold on. If you become aware that it's worth the effort to move towards, and if you're not upset over the last thing you dealt with. Because it's telling me a lot of you have looked away from the last relationship, but you haven't moved towards you have not moved towards the next best thing, the next best passion, person, offer. It's like you haven't worked with it yet. You've stayed away from relationship. You've stayed at a distance. What the fuck? At a distance from going after emotional options. It's like you took yourself off the market, and you know you did. You might have put a lot of work and effort in yourself emotionally. You may be ready to start again. I get this. I'm ready to start again. Energy with you. It's your card. And if you know that you haven't, let's go with it. See where this goes. You know that you need change. You know that you need change. If you know that you have not done that or went towards anybody else, it's time for change. And look what came out after. Judgment. Yes. It's time for you to make those changes, those sacrifices. Just tells me you've held off or you've had small communications, but emotionally you didn't move towards working with any offers. You stayed at a distance, or you wouldn't allow an offer to come back towards you, is what it's telling me. So some of you won't let an offer back towards you. Some of you haven't rushed towards the offer, or haven't even looked for the offer. You took yourself off the market, it's telling me, like big fucking time. I don't know how accurate that one is, but that's what it's fucking telling me, Sagittarius. That's what it feels like. Like Sagittarius is like a fucking unbothered. You're very unbothered right now with fucking market access, with sexual connections. You just don't care. Kind of is what it's making me feel like. It just makes me feel like you need that. You need that. What's this card? That fucking new beginning. I'm not surprised. Here we go. Let's go. Show me something for Sagittarius. You weren't going to go. It's blatantly telling me. Some of you will not give the energy to a water sign or an air sign that you dealt with. You will not spin the table again with them. You're not willing to go after that. You don't want to work with it. You identified it wasn't making me happy. 10 of Pentacles and the Lovers. You were very invested into this individual or situation, it's telling me, until no longer could you hold back that it wasn't working out, that you had to let this go. It might have been a little hard to not stress about it until you finally trusted to make the decision to let it go, to not be upset, to know the hermit that if it wasn't fighting for you, I'm not fighting for it. And I feel like it was hard to look at the things or move in that direction or tell yourself what to do, but I think you did do it. And I don't feel like you trusted where you were or with this person. I don't feel like you could trust them. Definitely if they were an air sign, water sign, earth sign, potential. Air, earth, or water, you may not have trusted the investment, or you may have felt like they treated you like you were just an option and they could have anybody they wanted, or they looked at other people. They weren't giving you the emotional connection or support that brings balance. And emotionally, I feel like it upsets you. So you said, good, the fuck with this. This isn't love. This isn't the action you take towards love. I'm not happy here. I'm more stressed out than happy. So you might have had to let go or recognize emotionally. This is just they're still hurt. Somebody was still hurt. And I think you got it to a situation where you couldn't let them hurt you anymore. So it was inevitable things needed to change for the strength of your own self. Here we go. I don't feel like you're upset now. Here's your card. But I do feel like you keep them at a distance with talking to them because you feel like they're toxic as shit. They're toxic as shit. Whatever sign. Air sign, earth sign, water sign. I just don't feel like they were balancing things or playing nicely with you. So now it's not something in front of you anymore because you couldn't trust the fucking person. I don't care if you guys were married or together a long time. It just felt like a fucking battle that always puts you on your head. And this makes me feel like you wanted peace and you felt like you kept getting stuck with shit that needed to be let go of. I'm sorry, but that's probably what might have happened. I don't feel like you look at it anymore. You don't worry about that. I feel like you worry about investing in yourself. Some of you may worry about your money and your health going forward for a while. That's what I see for Sagittarius. Sagittarius is like, nope. I'll do what I want to do right now. You don't even come off like you want to be a bachelor. You just feel like you're like cool and content. And I feel like several months, 6 months to maybe 18 months back, you were hurt. You were hurt over a situation. Whether you're a woman or a man. And now it's like, I ain't worried about the grass being greener. I'm worried about what I can do. What's good for me. What's good for the things around me that I appreciate or I care about. And I feel like you're focusing on what makes sense for you in a time-oriented aspect of life and trying to enjoy life because of that. I don't know. That's where you're bringing me. Here we go. Let's keep going. What the fuck? Here we go. Capricorn. All right. Oh, shit jumped up like fucking... I don't even know what to tell you. It fucking jumped up and slapped my thumb. Like off the table. I actually kind of thought that was cool. After I shuffled, like the last 5, like bounced right back in my thumb. What are you gonna get, Capricorn? What's coming towards Capricorn? Success. I'm not surprised, bitch. Like that's all you ever get in my readings. I can't read you anymore. I mean, this is supposed to be a fucking awesome year for Capricorn, but Jesus Christ, I can't get fucking success energy away from you. Which it's not a bad thing, especially if the Capricorn needs it, or it's what they want, or if it's even better if it's unexpected and they need it. But look at again, fucking Ace of Pentacles. It's you're fucking. I would be playing the lottery more this year than any fucking zodiac sign if I was your sign, because you were supposed to have the power of like success, just shit working out for you in 2025. Now, if you're a Capricorn and hasn't come at you in that direction, don't stop, because this could be that year where if other years were hard for you, things change, but you got to put the effort towards it. Here we go. Show me something for Capricorn, please. What's the message for Capricorn? They don't see coming. Things probably working in your favor. I'm telling you, some of you, it's about taking risks, building, going towards those risks. Clarify anything Capricorn needs to see. Not being upset, staying invested, not stressing out. Feeling, hold on a second. Fuck. Feeling calm, collected, and like ready for things just to be at your, like, just to work out for you. You're fucking reading. What's going on here, though? I bet you it's going to go to love. I feel like you're going to go to love, but I could be wrong. Let's see what it does. Some of you are going to have to make decisions towards emotional investments, whether it's things that you're connected to now or you can become connected to. This feels like what you can become connected to. That death card makes me feel like you're going to have to make a decision towards love. Let's see what you got. The World. Maybe emotional commitments, not stressing out about things that didn't work out, leaving that in the past, and accepting a love offer. I knew it was fucking coming towards love. I could feel this for your shit. Here we go. Oh, you got the Queen of Wands reversed. Why is that reversed? Some of you don't communicate well anymore with a fire sign, water sign, air sign, whatever. You just don't. It doesn't. You're not speaking or dealing with them anymore. Fire sign, water sign, air sign. I do feel like you got to focus on the success you can rein in, but I also feel like love is going to be something that wants to show up for you for some reason. Maybe communication. If you haven't put work or effort towards what? Investing in love. If it's, I'm done. If you haven't put stress or focused on love situations, I feel like that is something that's going to be a challenge that I think that may work out well for you. Let's see what you get. Why is the Judgment reversed? The Empress, the Hierophant. It just tells me you haven't taken action towards love. I'm over this. I don't get why or what the fuck happened, but it tells me a lot of you have not wanted to commit towards a lover or deal with somebody that you did love in the past, that you don't trust. You're not willing to work with that situation. I feel like you're wanting to see things change. You're probably tired of things being stagnant or not changing. Probably were really hurt. Probably were waiting on communication or just waiting for a new beginning to unfold, balance to come towards you, things to work out, not to be stressed out about them. You may have had to cut somebody off. Could have been a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Could have been a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You had to walk away from. It doesn't matter to me which sign it was. Here we go. Somebody definitely could have been a fire sign. It's telling me cut you off, you cut them off. But at the end of the day, I feel like you want to invest in success and love with family. It's almost like Capricorn's at the verge where they want passion. They want to find their better half. They want to have it like become a magnet so they can have that celebration. You would like that offer. It makes me feel like you would like the offer of love in your life, balance in your life. It doesn't make me feel like you've been fighting for love, but I feel like it's time for you to start fighting for love. I don't know. This is what I see for Capricorn. Capricorn, I feel like you could have a pretty good outcome if you fought for love. I feel like things could go in your favor, or they will. Hold on, I'm going to see if I can get more for you. Show me more about love for Capricorn. Specifically love. What's the message for Capricorn about love? You got to put the work and effort towards it and take the risk. Your message is easy. The first card you started out with came out again after I picked everything up. Take the necessary risks, especially if you haven't been moving towards love. If you haven't been taking those risks on, it's time. Some of you may have had to stop speaking or trusting the development of a situation or the work. You might have worked with somebody that you don't trust. Definitely don't trust them. King of Swords reversed, the Hierophant, Seven of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles reversed, and the Hermit. Somebody that you did trust that you don't trust anymore. Seven of Wands. Knight of Swords reversed, the Tower. That's behind you. It's Six of Cups energy. I feel like you've become patient and kind of disregarded your own happiness or focused towards love. And I don't think you're supposed to do that. Even if it hurts you, or I just feel like something stopped you, kept you in suspense from making communication or starting new beginnings. And I feel like that's your challenge. Not all of you, but a lot of you, that might be what's wise for you. To go in that direction, to trust, just to pull it towards you or you to pull towards it. Make that your stability. Make a decision emotionally. Don't stress about the decision. Just you need fun, excitement. I feel like you've invested a lot of other areas or towards trying to not be upset or move towards things or let things trigger or upset you. It makes me feel like you've given a lot of thought, but you've kept yourself at a distance. And I don't think you're supposed to be at a distance anymore. Whether it's a Sagittarius, a Leo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, whatever. I feel like you're supposed to focus on your victories right now. Be aware that that's going to make sense. Put the work and effort in. Don't feel left out in the cold. Trust starting the process. Because it's telling me, Page of Pentacles, that you don't stress about the outcome or for. It's like, I'm not telling you to force the situation, but at least make it be like, make it, give yourself the opportunity. Clarify the Two of Cups. Give yourself the chance. Give yourself the chance, Page of Cups, to accept an offer or go after an offer. I feel like you could manifest that. I don't feel like Ace of Swords. I don't feel like you've tried. Emotionally at a distance. Seven of. It's telling me you haven't worked with this. tells me emotionally you haven't worked with it, but you're very passionate about it and you would like the offer, and you know you could trust that you would like doing it. You know you would like the offer because there you are. That's what I've got for you, Capricorn. Here we go. Damn. How well is everybody paying attention? Did I give Capricorn both decks or one? I can't remember because I just read the shit out of these. Did I give Capricorn both decks or one deck? Welcome in. Remember to smack the like if you don't mind. Okay. I can't remember. While I wait, my legs are freezing. I'm going to have a cigarette. Why the hell not? Okay. I don't know. I don't think everybody responded. Let me check my phone. The computer's too slow. Let's see what the phone says. I don't even know if it says anything. Well, let's check. Well, get a little more if I did or didn't. I can't remember if I started with the other cards. Is there anything else I need to show Capricorn? Is there any other messages for the zodiac sign of Capricorn? It's about new beginnings. I'm telling you, if we're going to go bottom to top, this is got to be next. I don't feel like you've ran towards new beginnings yet. I think you want to. Second. But I think you're still, you come off on like resistant, reserved. I don't think you're going to stay in that energy much longer. I think if you have not worked with building or giving yourself to a partner, I think you're going to start coming out of that energy pretty soon here. What is that? Let's see how it hit the ground. You come out unbothered with it. Why? I don't know. Emotionally, trying not to be defeated or upset by it or worried about starting brand new. You give me this. I almost feel like you don't worry about it, but what you don't worry about is going to arrive or show up. It's going to manifest. Clarify the bottom. Something's going to want to come towards you, or you're going to recognize, I got to go towards something. I got to change up some shit here. And what is it that you haven't been working with? It's love or moving or even looking at options. You come off like I don't look at options. I've just been putting a lot of work and effort into myself. And I know that's what I've been doing. You know that you haven't been working towards the things that would of passionate communication, or strong energy communication, period, with balance towards victories, with emotions. And it's time for change. This tells me you can't do. You're going to end up upsetting yourself over time. I don't think you're upset now, but I feel like you're like, what the fuck am I doing waiting so long? Eventually. Been strong, it tells me. You've been patient, and emotionally you've just been kind of at a distance with playing or balancing out, moving towards things. Maybe it's a lack of trust or seeing that things would work out. It could be something like that for some of you. Not seeing it in front of you, not seeing that it may work out, not wanting to have to start again. I really can't completely decipher what's going on there. I don't know. Your reading got tough. You had the hardest goddamn reading out of everybody. Why was it so hard to figure you out? Give me something else for Capricorn. Let's keep going. Anything else for Cap? Why is that on the table? Why is that on the table? What do I need to see for the zodiac sign of Capricorn? It tells me emotionally you're not sure if you want to trust going in a direction towards celebrations. You want balance, it says. You definitely want balance. I don't think you fought for it, though. You've been focused on yourself, and you don't want any disruptions. You come off like, I don't want to be disrupted, or I don't want to go. I don't want somebody to take me for a ride again. Maybe you don't have the patience. Maybe that's why you haven't moved towards it. Maybe you don't want the anxiety of the situation. You're trying to be strong. You're not trying to be hurt or damaged. And emotionally, you've had to accept that. And that's why you've said no with probably speaking or getting communication or moving forward. You're not speaking. You're putting a lot of self-effort into yourself. You're resisting moving forward towards anything other than goals, it tells me. Fuck yeah. Look at this. Goals. goals and self-worth, nobility, very restraint energy. Not going towards a situation if you don't feel like you can trust it or it's the right decision. Not even being offended probably at this reading about not accepting an offer. I don't fucking know. This is what I got for Capricorn. Whoa, 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 whoa. Capricorn. Did you go celibate or some shit? I don't know. Or do you just maybe this is the first time I didn't read fucking energy correctly at all. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm fucking this all up. I don't know. Who knows? But it's like it's becoming too simply. I can't get out of that energy. I want to. If I keep playing, and maybe it'll show me something else. But I'm like, this enough's enough. I'm gonna go to Aquarius. Aquarius. Here we go. We are on the zodiac sign of Aquarius. All right, that's got to go out. Good enough. I smoke too much. Ooh. I'm trying to save a little bit for Pisces. Here we go. Aquarius. What is the message for the zodiac sign of Aquarius? What's the message for the zodiac sign of Aquarius? What don't they see coming towards them? What don't you see coming? What don't they see coming towards them? I have no idea where this is going yet. Okay, that's... Nine of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Ace of Swords, the Three of Cups. So you have the Nine of Pentacles, the Hermit, Ace of Swords, the Three of Cups. It almost looks like you seem like you've been focused on trusting yourself or learning about yourself or opening up to yourself. And I feel like you've gotten a lot of truth or clarity by doing that. Huh? I do feel like this is something you're supposed to get exposed to that you may not have been playing with. That new beginning is probably the thing you should be looking at. Now, this is going to make sense if you haven't went or moved on towards victories or love relationships. If you've stayed at a distance from it, from opening up towards love, doing it again. Strength card, taming the beast, taking on the adventure, emotionally being ready for it. You come off, you've been in a distance, or you're not sure if you think you should trust it. This is going to be very personal. Fuck. Here we go. Emotionally. You also give me, I'm emotionally unbothered. I focus on career and my worth. I'm very passionate about my career. I'm very driven. I trust myself. I don't want to build in a situation where I don't know if I can trust the security of it. And it's towards fucking love. It's towards love. Two of Cups reversed. You don't trust it. Two of Cups reversed, Five of Swords upright. You're at a distance from it, it's telling me. It almost makes me feel like you're okay with it. You wouldn't mind starting over, but at the same time, you emotionally have not really looked at love in a situation where emotionally it uplifts you or put the effort towards it. You've been resisting, even giving it the opportunity or focusing on that it could be the foundation around you. Maybe it's the past investments you had to let go that didn't work out, so it made it easier for you not to focus on it. I feel like your heart has felt like it's been lied or trampled on too much, so you cut away from all the problems. This is what it's telling me for Aquarius. You might have felt like you dealt with some toxic bullshit. It stressed you out. It definitely stressed you out. And you said, you know what? What did I learn? I learned that I don't want to be at a distance from situations. I can move away from it. I can go in a different direction. And I'm aware that I can keep it over there and I'll stay over here. I'm not going to get stuck. That's the decision at my disposal. If things are meant to change, I may take... No. It tells me you want a celebration. You'd like it to manifest. But when it comes to communication or emotionally moving towards it, you haven't made the power of change. You've got to want to invest in it, because on the bottom it's telling me you haven't done this. It's telling me you haven't tried to move towards emotional support from somebody else. You've been patient with it, or it hurt you. The last thing you invested in. So you decided when it came to love, emotionally, I'm not taking risks because I wasn't happy from the last outcome. Something like that. Okay. Okay. Aquarius. Here we go. What's the message for Aquarius? I think some of you were in a situation in love where once you recognized you could not go forward, or the person wasn't coming forward towards you correctly, I feel like that wish fulfillment or love, you just let that come. You dump the cup out. I feel like you said no to going towards the power of changing or balancing out love situations. I feel like you didn't want to stress about them, put the work and effort towards them because it was stressing you out. And I think it made you up. Something about the Hangman makes me feel like you were upset, and emotionally you felt like it's better not to be upset. Leave this behind, accept the outcome, put work and effort into what I can build. And you almost give me this I'm never looking back energy for some of you. Look at this, looking at the death card. I'm never looking back at where I've been or letting somebody do that to me. And I'm not sure if I want to go forward with a new beginning. Holy shit. Where we've been can only teach us where we're going to go. Message for me, where we've been can only teach us where we're going to go. And I feel like you're learning to balance this out. You still may be a little bit stressed out about trusting going forward with a victory or trusting a relationship or a man. I feel like you've discovered that you can trust and open your heart or accept an offer or work with one. I think it's more or less when you become ready to put that work into it, because right now it's telling me you're not, even though you know it would bring happiness for it to start showing or for you to go towards that, for that to be your momentum or emotionally what you would like to see. You think about it, it tells me you would like balance, but you don't play with it. You've been patient. You want to move towards what? Not being upset, emotionally being available, nothing toxic. You would like communication, the wheel, the Queen of Swords, because you're not getting it. You know you can't trust celebrations, or that's how you felt because you felt at a distance from it. This is what it says for you. You got a hard fucking truth reading. You've been very independent. You've cut off communications with anything outside of work or family. You just haven't let go or you haven't navigated to opening up towards the next best chapter in love, is what it makes me feel like. 10 of Cups, 8 of Cups. It's almost like you hung this up. You put it in the closet. You let it go. You became distant with it. Well, maybe it's time to put the work and effort towards something you let go of a while ago, because that's what I feel like it's trying to tell me to tell you. Maybe that doesn't make any fucking sense, but that's the message I have for Aquarius. All right. I keep getting a phone call. Let me just let them know. I'll call them in a minute. All right. Here we go. Pisces. Here we go. Pisces. What's the message for the zodiac sign of Pisces? I gotta shut this off. It's warm enough. Pisces, I'm definitely drinking coffee before I start spitting out your message. Aquarius, I hope things get better for you. We're gonna do Pisces, but if that's something made sense at all, I hope shit gets better for you, because that was difficult as fuck. Like it's hard mentally for that person, because it's making my mind take a second to get away from it. Ugh. It doesn't feel like confusion. It just feels like they don't want to be upset. They don't want to be angry. They want to go towards love, but they're still upset mentally more than emotionally. And it's making my head feel like it's going 100 miles an hour. Anyways, Pisces turn. 2/23/12. Pisces. What's the message for the zodiac sign of Pisces? Here we go. No, I want to do it, but I'm not doing it. Gotta jump. Why? Why is that on the table for Pisces? Who's not? You're gonna make this difficult, are you? So you're not wanting. You're wanting things to be equal, and you're trying not to let things upset you. Some of you could have upset you. You gotta fucking laugh at me when I'm fucking Leo. Could have, and I know my comment section's like, it was a fucking Leo. I read my comments. Could have been a motherfucking Leo. Could have been a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. That upsets you. Maybe another water sign for some of you. That emotionally, when it came to the stability, it just didn't work out. Whether it's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It wasn't worth the effort, or I feel like it needed to go. This makes me feel like, yes, it needed to go. Get away from me. Start new communication that's going to be balanced out. Take the risks that are going to show you love. Love. Not focus on the things that when you want to put work towards it, it doesn't communicate or communicates when it wants to. It made it, I think that made it easier for you to move away from this. If you went through that, it made it easier for you to identify, I'm leaving this all, I'm letting this go. It definitely could have been a fucking Leo. Leo, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, big time. Maybe a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Whatever it was not offering you. The love was bullshit. That's bullshit energy. Love bombing you. And there's your card, the moon upright. You didn't want to get stuck with this. You didn't even want to play with this anymore. Knight of Wands reversed. You learned, I'm not dealing with this bullshit. The Wheel of Fortune. You let this end because you recognized it wasn't showing up for you. Now you're going to work on yourself and keep your emotions, in check. You're not really rushing towards anything right now, because I think you're still getting over a situation that you wanted to invest in. Maybe some of you already did that. Some of you, the energy is what it's showing up as. Five of Pentacles. You couldn't trust this motherfucker. Whoever this was, you couldn't fucking trust him. Definitely, I hate to say it. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. When it came to balance or communication or trust, I think you got clarity that it was not worth working with. I feel like it was hard to accept or acknowledge, but I feel like this makes me feel like you overcame it and said goodbye. Once you started to really think about a situation and how much it was hurting, you said, it's got to go at a distance, or I'm not working with it. I've had enough of my patience with this, and I'm not going to tolerate this bullshit anymore. I want a new beginning. I want somebody who emotionally respects me, shows up. I don't want somebody where I don't know if they're coming or going energy. And that's the decision I feel like you had to make, is leave this behind. Say goodbye. Say goodnight. Maybe even completely disconnect, or say, I want to go in a different direction. I want change. I'm not in love with you. I don't trust you. Where's the I don't want to speak to you card? Let's see if it's in here. I don't know. Page of Cups, 9. Nope. So you don't have I don't want to speak to you, but you do have emotionally, you might have felt tricked. Fuck that. You might have felt like they were you might have dealt with somebody who liked the power of somebody, like trying to manipulate somebody else's emotions, make you believe one thing when really they get more. I hate to say this, and not everybody went through this. That's a Pisces, but you might have had somebody who was very good at manipulating energy or making you believe one thing, and whatever they made you believe wasn't really how they felt. I hate to say it like that, but that's kind of how it looked when I look at the table. It's what I kind of saw. So no. Not all of you might have dealt with that. But the good news is you're not there's the communication card I was looking for. You're not speaking to them anymore. You're not putting up with that bullshit, whether it was a fire sign, air sign, fire sign, or a water sign, like I've already said. I don't fucking care. You're not opening up. You're not offering the cup. You're not talking to them. You're not looking at the pictures. You don't want to deal with them. Good for you. Show me something for Pisces. What's the message for the zodiac sign of Pisces? What's the message for the zodiac sign of Pisces? What's the message for the zodiac sign of Pisces? Let me dry off my table because I don't want to get these ones wet, because I can't. If I get these ones wet, I'll ruin them, and I like these. What do we got for the zodiac sign of Pisces? There will be a time, Pisces, and I think you've become very, very privy to this, when it's worth the work or the effort to go towards love. You're not really, I don't feel like you're guarded with it. I just don't think you're moving in that direction at this time. You come off at a distance emotionally. You would like to invest or find an investment. You come off like I've learned my lesson. Ooh, what came flying out and almost landed in my wet spot. Some of you want to trust a new beginning that leads to happiness. Anything else for Pisces? Some of you want to trust a new beginning. You have truth and clarity that you would love to trust it. What's the problem, though? You still might be feeling like, I don't know. You have a message of, I don't know if I would take the offer. This makes me feel like if you were given an offer that could be lucrative or beneficial or passionate, I don't know if you would accept it. Let's ask the question. Would they accept the offer? Yes or no? Balance is up, right? No. The answer is no. You would not accept it. You got the balance is up, right? But you got the King of Wands. I don't want to be stressed out. I'm not sure about the foundation of it or if it's meant to work, if I'm meant to work with it, and I don't want to get stuck here or upset again. You're not ready yet. It tells me I'm not ready. I'm not ready to invest or trust that. I've let go maybe of communication or wanting to go towards a specific individual. But when it comes to love, I'm not rushing towards that. I need to strengthen myself up, leave that in the cold. I've made this decision. You're not going to lie about what you go towards or who you communicate with. You're holding back on communication in a love sense, I feel like, for a little while. I don't know how long. You're just not showing me that you're wanting to engage or build in love this time. You're not moving, I feel like, towards options. You're keeping that like behind you. And you may be okay with that. 9 of Pentacles. Could be like I need to guard my heart or my feelings. Why is the King of Swords here? Clarify the King of Swords. What are you trying to tell me for Pisces? What are you trying to say? This person really threw you for like a roller coaster ride. And I think that's what slows you down and makes you patient with the new beginning or starting again, trusting in the investment, playing with the investment. And emotionally, you've had to accept knowing I'll do it again, but it's got to come at me different. And I can't have any feelings towards what hurt me that I wanted to celebrate with. I still get upset once in a while about it. I still know I got to go towards something else or move towards it, but I'm not ready for love yet or to invest in it. And I know that about myself, and I'll discover when I am. These battles right now aren't going to be the problem, or I'm not going to let that problem in. I'm going to work with other things, and it's not passions right now. It's not passions. I've let that go. Death card, I've let that go. I'm going to focus on my emotional support, my emotional support right here. Well, excuse me. No, it's this one. My worth, my effort, and I'm going to build the fuck out of that. You have I value myself more than I value what was done to me, and I'm not letting anybody else do that to me until I think I want to do something again with somebody. High standards, high morals for a situation you dealt with. Kind of deterred you from wanting to. It's almost like love became unattractive, is what it makes me feel like. Maybe that's not all your stories, but that's what it's telling me. Anything else for Pisces? Any other message for Pisces? Could have fucking been a Leo or an air sign. Strength card came flying out. So either Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, whoever it is that you're not taking action with, you don't communicate, you do not speak to them. And it's definitely an air or fire sign if this reading resonates. Here we go. You want a new beginning, or I think you know in your hearts of hearts and in your mind, to get a new beginning with you, Pisces, communication's got to be like real, direct, honest, everything. It's got to come at you perfect. Not even perfect. It just can't show you what you've already put effort towards. Because if something shows you what you've already dealt with, you won't want to work with it. You want to get away from it, or it'll feel like it's a waste of time, or you're not emotionally valued it. I think you put a lot of manifestation power in recognizing what you deserve. I love that. And not going towards things that keep you stuck or that you don't trust, trusting yourself. Beautiful. Cutting off of the shit that you can't trust, knowing that if it's going to fucking make me upset, I'm not fucking doing this party of 3 bullshit or whatever the fuck's going on. You were like, it's not showing balance. It's not the right investment. So I'm not going to be stuck on it, stressed out about it. I'm going to focus on balancing out my heart and what I can balance out. The rest can go to the wayside because stress ain't worth it. More focused on what you can do for yourself right now and being patient with yourself or opening up emotionally. You don't want to go, you don't want to see something happen it's almost like I'm not putting myself back in a line of fire. I won't allow that. So emotionally, I'm not empty. I'm just not willing to approach right now. That's what I've got for Pisces. I hope you guys all enjoyed these. Hope they made sense to y'all. If you're new and you liked it, feel free to like or subscribe. If you're OG, a newer subscriber, welcome to the channel. Thank you guys for your time. You all have a good week. I will see you later. Goodbye, everybody.